Yeah, yeah. Party people, let me see you now. Throw your hands up, yeah. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the yeah. Party people, let me see you now. Throw your hands up. We got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the good rhymes, we're making the good times. We're taking over your mind and we're getting the good vibes. Now you're telling me don't stop the melody. Good times ahead of me. Yeah, we got the good rhymes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. It is 7/16/2026. Good morning, friends. Hello, everyone in the live chat. Hello to live crew. Hello, Plan B on the replay crew. How are you all? A good morning, even though it's afternoon here. Hello. Ahoy, Bruce. I see you. Hello, Mr. Pike. Okay, so the first thing that I see is about in the chat is I see about Ron and Jan's bankruptcy. I know that Tiff did a dedicated live stream yesterday. So if you have a chance to go watch that, that is on Big Tiff's channel. Big Tiff Dog is her channel name. And so make sure that you go over there and show her some love. She has all the insights. I don't know anything about bankruptcy. I don't know anything about financial crimes or anything like that. So if you missed it, make sure you go to her channel. She is the reason that I have Zippy Doo. That is on my list of things to do. I'm getting there. But she is the reason that we have that I have her on here, because I don't know anything about it, and she explains it in a wonderful way. So I am not going to pretend to know anything about it. That's all Big Tiff's house. Now I'm just getting this pulled up so that we can get started. I don't have much to tell you today other than I watched the Hulu documentary finally return to Fox Hollow. I am going to reach out to Jeff, number one, to tell him just how amazing he is. But number two, because I want to see, where's my chat? What in the hell? One in the hell. Okay, I need the live showroom because I want to see if there's any way that we can help. I know that because it's a government thing, like you can't do a GoFundMe or anything or help monetarily that way. But I do know that we can share things. I do know that we can, there's other ways that people can help. So I want to reach out to him to see how we can do that with my community. Let's see. I think Patrick and I did a pretty good job derailing Big Tiff. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It wasn't just Big Tiff. It was also Bruce and Patrick that were on there last night. I was not able to join because my son has been on some level 12 bullshit. On a scale of 1 to 10, he's been at a 12. And I just... So it has been a little rough around these parts. All right. Just know that. Just know that I may look good and look like I'm having fun, but on the inside, I could burn this house to the ground. You know what I'm saying? No, we all love moose. We all love moose. Everybody loves moose. That's the problem. I feel like I would have a better time if I didn't love my kids and I was a shittier mom. It just. Hello, Melon. Hello, Allie, Sheebs, everyone. Hello, Kim. Hello, hello, hello. All right. If you are Plan B, make sure you put, you know what? Tell me where you're coming from. I want to know where people are watching from. I find it so fascinating. Half-ass fashion. Thank you. Why are you flaming, Bacon? I'm always flaming. Always. Oh yeah, and we rated Rosalind Duke's show yesterday. Sorry you're gonna get through. I know we'll get through it. I know, and it always like ebbs and flows, but sometimes I'm just like, you know. Anyways, all right. What did we have yesterday? You guys, we are making it. We are making it through. We are doing it. We are doing the thing. We are gonna get through this. I am committed. After Michael Marraccini, we are going to cover Clayton, and then we are going to cover all the bankruptcy stuff in depth. I am committed. However, I am tired, and I'm a little burnt out at talking about the same Michael Marraccini case, and it's because I know it. But for people who don't know it, and for people who are getting caught up in this case, I find that they are going back through my videos every day with us to catch up on the lore, and for that, I am dedicated to you. So, we are going to go back to, we were at 10/1/2025. Tomorrow we are going to do a palate cleanser. We are going to, uh-oh, did I leave my phone upstairs? Oh no, it's over there. Okay. I am going to do mini bricks and figs, mini figs and bricks tomorrow. I don't know. Anyways, who is this? I'm a lurker usually, but commenting for the first time today in Delaware. Yay! Listen, don't ever feel bad about being a lurker, okay? Lurkers make the world go round. That's all. You don't have to chat if you don't feel up to it. No pressure. Hey, all of our New York peoples, where are you in relation to Hoboken? Hi, Jack. I'm not watching on public transport today, if that helps. You did keep me company for 150 miles yesterday, so thanks. Yay! Yay. Is there any chance of anything about Jan and Ron's BK court today? So I do know that they will have a meeting of creditors. That is at 2:30 their time, so 4:30 my time, so it probably won't be while I'm on stream. If something crazy pops off, I'll switch minifigs and I'll cover it tomorrow when I come on stream. Oh. Aww. Okay, sorry. So with that being said, we're going to get through this. We're going to do this. We're all going to do it together. Let's hold hands. You guys want to hold hands? Let's hold hands together and let's do this. I was a lurker for the past few years, just recently came out. Hey, we love to see it. Toronto, Canada, Memphis. I want to go to Memphis. I want to like surprise my husband either to Memphis or Nashville. I just don't know. I want to go. I'm a lurker because I usually watch on replay. Oh my God. Well, welcome in. Welcome in. We love real people, not bots here. No thanks, MK is here. Yes, great video from Jack. Jack had a video. If something crazy pops off, you know it will. Yes. Jack had a video? What video? Yes. Welcome all lurkers. Park City, Utah. Ugh. Hi, Josie. I want to go to Utah too. That's on my list. I really do. I want to see it. Come to Phoenix. We will welcome you. Guess what? My father-in-law lives in Phoenix. And I might be there if this all goes to trial. I might go there, not to go to the trial because I have no interest in that, but to go like meet everybody. I have much interest in that, but not to go to the trial because I need to be able to sit home and be like, objection! She's full of shit, Your Honor. She's full of shit. And it wasn't a perfect score. Oh, yes. That is big news, I suppose. I did pass my first mini course in fundamentals on criminology and criminal justice yesterday with an 84%. Oh.
Use a train and a ferry away from Hoboken.
Hoboken. Let's go. So I did that. For any of you asking, let me just show you real quick. Everybody has been asking me where I'm taking my classes. It is called Allison.com 1L. Okay. Allison.com. So it's here, and you can go and you can get free online courses with certificates, diplomas. So what I did was I just typed in like criminal, and it'll take you to all of the different things that you can get. It tells you how many hours. And then every time you pass, you get to hold that little certificate. You can buy the certificates. They're like $40 a piece. I don't need it. I don't need it to know that I got it. But here's the thing. There's like understanding the criminal laws in the UK, understanding English law, comprehensive guide to becoming a legal advisor. And there's so many more. I'm doing the beginning fundamentals in introduction to criminal investigations, the process, the practice. So I'm trying to figure out like where I want to get my degree. Here's the thing about me. Let me tell you something, okay? I am an ADHD brain, okay? I get a hyper focus and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking do this. I'm gonna do it. And then I'm like, I'm gonna sign up and I'm gonna get my degree for this thing. And then I'm gonna pay all this money. And then it's gonna fizzle out like a sad bottle rocket. Just like, whoo, pew. So that's the thing. Hi, Starfish Seashell. So that's the thing with me. So I'm learning about myself, and instead of dumping all of my money and not having a general direction of what I want to do, I need to decide where I want to go and where I want to like hone in my insights. But this is the number one reason that I have so many hobbies. I can knit you a scarf. I can crochet you a hat. You need laser cut shit? I got that over there. Do you need stuff with a Cricut and like a t-shirt press? I got all that shit over here. Do you need stickers made? I got all that shit somewhere around this office. I want to be a YouTuber today and a streamer tomorrow. Got all the shit. What do you need? What do you need? You need it. I got it. So I'm learning a lot about my character defects, and I need to just settle down. Also, why the fuck am I in a rush all the time? Why? I don't need to be in a rush. What are these fake deadlines that I put on myself all the time? Why? ¿Por qué? Who's rushing me? Nobody. No, I am. So this is how my ADHD brain works. I will throw all my money and all of my effort into something, and then 3 days later, I'm like, you know what? I'd like to do something else. So, with that being said, we're going to, darn, I just got the notice, but I'll be back. That's okay. So that is, B is better than expected. Holler. But yeah, so that's my life. Whatever. I wanted to do all these things, and then I'm like, okay, maybe not. Anyways, also greetings from work. Hello. I hear you. I constantly feel like I need to get everything done all at once. Right. Who? Why? Anyways. But then my hyper focus kicks in and everybody's like, you're moving through this so fast. You want to know why? Because I have to get to the test to see if I know the knowledge, right? I like to skip to the end. I don't want to do all the intermediate shit. I don't want to do all this garbage in the middle, like learning it. I just want to know the facts. And I want to take the test because I want to know that I know the facts. So I have to speed through all of the stuff. I have to frantically take all of my notes. And then I have to get to the test to get a grade to know that I did a good job. And now I know the thing. And that's it. I don't know. I don't know. I was born like this. But anyways, if you guys want, go to allison.com. Not sponsored. Maybe I should reach out to them. It's been wonderful. I love it. And it's so funny because my friends are like, we're in a book club. We're reading. What are you reading? And I'm like, fucking Foyas? Court motions? I'm still reading. Okay? Damn, that's me. Oh my God. You did all those things. That's great. Right. Right. I did all those things. Okay, cool. Nobody cares. Anyways, okay, let's get into this. So today, Omar Serrato files his opposition to David Gingras' motion, which I'm sure will be wonderful because it's from Daddy Omar. Hopefully you're going to hearings. Get ready to hear music, Omar. We love it. We love it. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Also, though, I have to tell you guys, I'm learning about a bunch of other stuff. So I learned about the Bow Street Runners today, which is like the first like police force. You guys, do you want videos on that? Do you guys want videos on like history shit? Because I found that fascinating. They just covered it in my course. I did a whole side quest. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? And that's what happens. I'm ADHD and a Gemini. I have to retain all the information. All the information. So anyways, sweet honey bourbon voice. While grading, I have to say, being a lawyer seems too hard for this dummy. No, thank you. You're a surgeon. You're a literal doctor. Brains. Or are you a heart surgeon? Either way, the fuck? Anyways, all right, let's go. If you are not already subscribed, please consider doing so. Go under the screen, hit the thumbs up. Helps disperse me to the YouTube sphere. Yeah. Okay. I'll start doing rabbit hole learning. Hell yeah, history. All right. And I'll just make it. This is the most 88. I get that you're describing my entire life. Yes. Squirrel. Hey. Allison.com. Anyways, I love you guys. You guys are the best. ADHD, baby. Oh, I'll be into you for like 3 months, then I'm bored. So you better keep my attention, 'cause I move on to the next thing so quickly. Get low, get funky. All right, here we go. All right. On August 25th of 2025, respondent moved to disqualify attorney David Gingras. Yes. The motion focused on Gingras' conflict of interest, both in defending his past conduct due to the advocate witness. Okay, so basically this whole thing says that he has a conflict of interest because he is a witness for Laura Owens. He's representing Laura Owens, and he wants to represent her against Michael Marraccini, who filed a bar complaint against David Gingras. This is some of the most ping-pong shit I've seen so far. It's just back and forth. Ugh. You're nailing this content creator thing, and you're good at it. I don't want to lose you to a law career. No. No, I'm not getting a law career. I'm getting a degree, so I'm more credible in the shit that I talk about online. I'm not leaving this. This is far too much fun for me. On September 12th of 2025, Gingras, not a party to this case, responded with a wide array of counter motions, calling himself an intervener. An interwener. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Anyways. Oh.
Sorry to keep bugging you about it, but read Welcome to Holland.
Welcome to Holland. Seamus, is it going to make me cry? Thank you for the 5. since I finally got into my live, if anyone's doing, shamelessly throwing that out there. Usually I think I used all mine for this month. You can't pick though. That's the thing about YouTube is you can't like gift it to a specific person. That's like only a Twitch thing. I think they need to fix that. There's some things they need to fix. YouTube, come talk to me. Come talk to me. Seamus, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. So David Gingras is an intervener. Leave to intervene in this family law action for the limited purpose of pursuing sanctions against respondents' counsel. An order striking the motion to disqualify of its entirety, monetary sanctions against respondents' counsel based on allegations that the disqualification motion was frivolous and filed in bad faith. A disciplinary referral of respondents' counsel to the State Bar of California, premised on the same accusations of misconduct. First, Best, Gigi, thank you for that gift. Gingras filing attempt to inject issues about opposing counsel conduct to the DVRO process, referencing matters outside of the court purview, such as YouTube commentary and social media, because these filings could disrupt the DVRO schedule and impede respondents' trial preparation. Prompt resolution is necessary. Accordingly, respondent brings the present request for order shortening time, ensuring Gingras's motions are resolved before the DVRO renewal process. This transition clarifies the direct link between distributions described above and the action now sought. So this is the procedural history, which we know, okay? This is domestic violence restraining order between Laura and Marraccini. Marraccini's objection without filing new abuse, in 2020, Marraccini objects without them finding any new abuse, but the court ends up renewing the DVRO for 5 years. Owens then seeks a second DVRO renewal to try to make it permanent. Michael maintains that her claims are fabricated and requests that they have a multi-day evidentiary hearing. David Gingras, an Arizona attorney, but also in California, becomes involved. And in June of 2024, he represents Owens in the Arizona trial, Owens versus Eckerd. However, in that trial, he calls 911 against Michael Marraccini. Okay? Okay. Send a leak, but I couldn't send in super. Just DM me somewhere. How do I stay married? Dude, my husband is the shit. Mostly he just leaves me alone to do whatever I want to do. So that's why. There was a new filing yesterday in the MM case. Was there? I know it's coming at the end of the month. I don't know if it was yesterday. If you guys have documents, please show them to me. I would love to see them. We can read them. Henrietta. Yay! 2 Live crew. Henrietta, we love it. Great thing about YouTube and my ADHD live streams and body doubling. I take y'all with me for everything. Let's go. That's what I do. I just put in my headphones and I walk around my house. Emily D. Baker goes with me wherever I go. So he calls the police on Michael Marraccini, which in our opinion is witness tampering, which is unethical. And which is now becoming a conflict of interest for what he is requesting to do. Law enforcement is like, hey, nay, he has a valid subpoena from the court, and the court ordered him to be there. So the hearing of Owens' renewal on August 15th, Gingras representing Owens proposed a short hearing, and Marraccini requested a long cause trial, and Michael's request was granted. Following August 15, Omar Serrato and Rachel Juarez held a conference call to discuss the case. It was meant to last 5 minutes, but they were on the phone with David S. Gingras, so we know it lasted for 4 days. Gingras spoke rapidly and struggled to focus. He needed Marraccini to testify to support his Arizona State Bar defense, which why would you ask him when he's filed a bar complaint against you? That's odd. Gigi Marie, hi, welcome. I love you. Hi, 99 Problems. Mr. Bacon knows there's an entire chat already has her hand. Oh, God. I told him there was a conflict of interest as it brought his personal concerns to the case. Based on that discussion, he filed a motion to disqualify and then prepared the motion and told Gingras he would serve the documents. He served the documents. Gingras then said he would not continue representing Owens and sent written confirmation. The trial came. Counsel filed for Gingras's disqualification, questioning whether he would voluntarily withdraw, because we do know one thing about David Gingras and Laura Owens, and that is the art of doing one thing, saying one thing, and doing another. Happy Friday Eve, Salte Veruca. I don't know why I said it like that. The motion was expected to be unopposed and aimed at removing distractions before a trial. The disqualification motion cited two ethical grounds: advocate witness rule, which posits that Gingras, as a necessary witness on key facts, would face a conflict if he continued advocating in this case, and Gingras' personal conflict due to his pending disciplinary case, which creates a self-interest that might influence his conduct in the proceedings. The motion noted Gingras intended to withdraw and stated it was likely unopposed by Owens, seeking to formalize his exit and protecting proceedings from further distractions. Gingras can still attempt to re-enter this case. And he also said that, hi, Miss Me, he also said that he was like, oh, well, I filed a notice of appearance, but it didn't go through. Well, that's not you not appearing on the case. That's you trying to appear on the case, and then the documents were like, no. Omar does not go at length about his wall qualifications. It's not hard. I think he should. Rather than withdrawing, Gingras responded to the disqualification motion by filing a motion to intervene, motion to strike, motion for sanctions, and motion for disciplinary referral against Serrato. Because I don't like it when you make good points. Oh. Gingras accuses Serrato of court fraud and gross misconduct. Okay. He claims that Omar misled the court about Gingras being Owens' counsel. The disqualification motion was frivolous, filed in bad faith, and intended to harass him. That he is using the court to filings to run a social media campaign to smear him and build my YouTube presence. I mean, isn't that what we're all doing? I pretend you're my best friend. I am your best friend. I am constantly talking to you out loud, and it just sounds better. I do that all the time. Like when I watch court cases or whatever, I just like pretend I'm the prosecutor. Objection, Your Honor. This is bullshit. It's still me, Jessica. I'm in here. Gingras asked the court to impose I don't know what's wrong with me today, friends. I got a good night of sleep. My coffee is kicking, bruh. I don't know. Gingras asked the court to impose monetary sanctions and attorney's fees on Serrato, strike the motion to disqualify, declare violations of multiple rules of professional conduct, and refer Serrato to the state bar. Granting these demands would punish and potentially silence Serrato. Gingras' filings feature heated rhetoric and personal attacks. For example, accusing Serrato of, quote, arrogantly and menacingly boasting about violence, calling his YouTube work sleazy, and describing the disqualification motion as a smear to defame Gingras online. This is how I'll be referring to Omar in all new interactions. Arrogant and menacing. Next time he texts me, I'm going to be like, why are you so arrogant and menacing? All right. What do we have? This is permissive intervention, a procedural device allowing a non-party to join ongoing litigation with the court's discretion. Is appropriate when a non-party demonstrates a direct and immediate interest in the action. A direct and immediate interest means the non-party will gain or lose the legal rights based on the outcome of the judgment itself. In contrast, if the impact on the non-party is merely indirect or consequential, intervention is not permitted under this standard. So, how does that affect here? How does this affect us? Gingras seeks intervention in a domestic violence restraining order renewal case between Laura and Michael. The underlying dispute concerns whether Owens should receive a permanent restraining order. Gingras has no direct interest in the merits of this restraining order, as that dispute is strictly between the actual parties. Gingras' stated interest relates entirely to his personal reputation and a desire to avoid sanctions, which are collateral to the subject matter of litigation. His motion seeks solely against opposing counsel, Omar Serrato, including monetary sanctions, striking of motions, blah, 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 blah. Whether the restraining order is granted or denied will have no direct legal operation or effect on Gingras, as he is neither the petitioner seeking protection nor the respondent from who the protection is sought. So in all of these words, mind your own business. Schmear. Let's schmear on that bagel to play bacon after any video too. Yes, I need to start doing my end screens so that it just directs you to another video. Also, Echoes is here. Hello, Echoes. I just want everybody to know that Echoes got me out of my normal schedule. And this Saturday at 2 p.m. Central, Echoes and I will be going live together. You and I see each other. Hashtag Nene Leaks. Any impact on his reputation or professional standing would be indirect and speculative, which is insufficient to support intervention. California courts have specifically addressed the improper use of intervention by attorneys seeking personal relief in their clients' cases. And then he cites all these rules. Okay. This principle applies equally to Gingras' Slow it down. Take a minute. Play Jack's video. In the meantime, Chad should form a vocal campaign for Bacon to play the video I sent her yesterday. Oh, Lord. Jack sends this to me with no context. He just puts this in my DMs. I don't know how to feel.
Tomorrow morning, Casper Weinberger, former defense secretary, what does he think about what's going on in Haiti? Also, Greg Jarrett of ABC talking about the O.J. Simpson trial. Glenn Lovell on movies. I'm Ron Owens. Join me tomorrow morning.
I have no words. I don't know what I was thinking. Also, somebody sent me Laura Owens' country music. I don't know what I was expecting, but it sure as hell was not that. I was surprised. I was uncomfortable. I was, it was different. I didn't know what to expect, but it was, an ode to dogs. So, hi, Mary. Yeah, it's wild seeing him young. And it's weird to see motion to sanction that shirt. It's weird to see him, just because I've only known him as, Laura would say, a handicap. My mama told me. Oh, my God. Can we please sing a song? Oh, you guys want it? All right, I'll give it to you. If you want it, I give it to you. 'Cause that's what we do. We tell Laura
to go to trial.
Laura Owens. Do it, do it.
We believe you. Tell your story.
Yeah.
Go to trial. You're not a liar.
Yes, you are.
We believe you.
No, we don't.
Do it, do it.
Hey, Laura Owens, go to trial.
We believe you. Everybody
Get
else
that
is
jumpsuit,
lying.
go to trial. Laura Owens, you can do it.
We believe you.
Wow, the whispers. I get too much joy from Bacon harmonizing with Bacon. I've permanently lost my voice. It's gone. I don't know where it is. If he believes that he has been wronged by opposing counsel's conduct, the appropriate remedy is through separate proceedings, not intervention in the underlying case. The law requires specific present interest in the subject matter of action, rather than merely a collateral interest in the proceedings. Just mind your own business. Whispers are a good addition. Oh, God. Gingras seeks to intervene solely for the limited purpose of seeking sanctions against Serrato based on alleged misconduct. However, this request would significantly enlarge the issues in litigation beyond the core dispute between the actual parties. The underlying case involves renewal of a domestic violence restraining order. We get that. Okay, so you should not do this. Greg has no standing to intervene in this case. Yeah, there was no need for Gingras to intervene in the order to respond to the motion to disqualify. Here, since Gingras has already ceased representing Owens, the disqualification issue was largely moot, or at least non-adverse, as Owens did not oppose removing Gingras. In these circumstances, Gingras' intervention serves no legitimate purpose other than to pursue his sanctions campaign. Okay, great. The new voice is nice too, so you win. Hi, Karen. Bacon, I sent you her music. The lyrics are very telling if you ask me. Listen, I didn't finish it. Okay, let me tell you guys something. I don't get embarrassed. Okay? I could fall. I could shit myself. I'm just like, hey, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you have a situation, okay? But I do get secondhand embarrassment. And the way I opened that video to her YouTube channel with 20 subscribers and listened to the music video, my skin, I was so uncomfortable in it. It made my beehole just tighten up. I couldn't take it. Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days. I can't believe somehow I've avoided her music. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't. You know, my husband has a degree in broadcasting and he wants nothing to do with YouTube. I was like, what if I get famous and I can retire you from being a garbage man and then you could be like a producer on my show? He's like, no thanks. Screamo country. Shit your pants. Let's see. Did she scream about ponies? The ponies. It was really funny. Oh, I love Cardi B. I love her. The court should deny intervention and require that any genuine issues regarding attorney conduct will be handled within the existing party framework or referred to the appropriate disciplinary authorities separately. Okay. Gingras streaks to strike the motion to disqualify pursuant to California Rule of Court Rule 3.1 under California law. Motions to strike are limited to pleadings, not to other types of motions filed in this litigation. If Gingras believed the disqualification motion lacked merit, the appropriate course was to file an opposition and let the court deny the motion on its merits. How about them apples? Substantively, I thought I had it. Substantively, hell yeah. There's nothing irrelevant or improper about the content of the disqualification motion that would warrant striking it. The trial courts are empowered to disqualify counsel through inherent power to control the conduct of ministerial officers, ministerial officers in furtherance of justice. Hell yeah. Oh, God. Both are terrible. Is more popular than any. Oh, God. That's so funny. Imagine go to trial Laura Owens hitting the charts and her just like throwing plates in the casita. When your lungs are half empty. I read so fast in my brain and then I get tired. Oh, God. The disqualification motion detailed legitimate concerns, including Gingras' role as a key witness. I can't do it. Sit up. Okay. Sit up straight. Shoulders back. Here we go. It is number 1 on all my charts. Ugh. Let's see. Disqualification motion detailed legitimate concerns, including Gingras' role as a key witness regarding material events and potential conflicts of interest. This whole thing is a conflict of interest. Gingras' indication that he would continue as counsel does not render the motion improper. If anything, it confirms the motion's point. And that's the thing. Oppa! Sorry, I didn't mean to make you yawn, okay? Look, I'm trying my best. Serrato's filing simply ensured that Gingras' withdrawal was made official under a cloud of conflict so that he could not later re-enter the influence of the trial on behalf of Owens. Gingras' centerpiece request to sanction counsel is utterly without merit, allows the court to award attorney's fees or expenses against an attorney who engages in bad faith tactics that are frivolous or solely intended to harass. Gingras' motion hinges on the accusation that Serrato lied to the court in the disqualification motion. The supposed lies boil down to 3 statements in Mr. Serrato's filing. Gingras continues to represent Owens in this case. Gingras has a personal conflict of interest that materially limits his ability to represent petitioner due to a standing bar proceeding. Yes. That allowing Gingras to continue as counsel would prejudice respondents' rights and undermine the integrity of the proceedings. Oh, man. Yeah, just sometimes when I read it makes me yawn. I know, I'm yawning 2 hours early. Ugh. Let's see. Is parapet here? Somebody thought I was saying parapet because my Midwestern accent is so bad. What do you guys? You guys want some hot dogs? You guys want to bake us dozen? What do you want? What do you guys want? What do you guys want? What do you want, any dog? Ain't no ketchup. You want some mustard? You want some relish? You want some sport peppers? Celery salt? Onions? It's a Chicago-style dog. That's what it is. Ugh. Who's Paul? Reporting live from my sofa. Sure. Some Aurelio's pizza. And that comes from a linguist. I've been in Vegas and I've been in California where when I've been talking, people have turned around and they're like, "You're from Chicago." And I'm like, "Is it that bad?" They're like, "Yeah, it's that bad." I slur my words a bit. Oh. The first alleged representation was never made. The allegation from Gingras is a blatant lie to the court. The motion stated specifically David Gingras has since indicated to counsel Omar Serrato, both verbally and in writing, that he does not intend to represent Laura Owens in these proceedings. Serrato was forthcoming about the conversation. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Serrato's phrasing, does not intend to represent. Right. Okay, so we love Paul. So I should reach out to Paul? Should I put Paul on my hit list? Reporting live from my couch. Paul? Put Paul on the couch. All right, let's see if we can hang out with him. Echoes is number 1 up here. I'm going to mark that off this weekend. Sofa, not couch. Sofa. It's a sofa. We don't say sofa here. We say couch. Somebody go get that couch. Parentheses. Sofa. Ugh. His chat is the Sofa Squad. He had Lauren on, and then I went to her channel, and now here. Yay! This was a fair description of the situation. Yes. Quibbling over verb tenses is not grounds for sanctions. Omar. I love that Omar destroys them in one sentence. Quibbling over verb tenses is not grounds for sanctions. Caramel. It's caramel, not caramel. 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 Oh, God. He loves to collab. Let's do it. Let's do it. The substance was conveyed to the court that Gingras was stepping aside, which is true. There was no false statement of material facts. Second allegation, everything Serrato stated about conflict was factually supported. David Gingras is the subject of a pending state bar disciplinary proceeding arising out of his conduct towards Michael Marraccini in this case. That is true and was supported by evidence. Gingras does not deny the disciplinary case exists or that it involves June 2024 incident with Michael, which is what he should do if he's going to represent those statements as lies, lest he himself materially misrepresent material facts to the court. Pecan. P-I-C-A-A-H-N. Pecan. I think you should tell Paul about Fox Hollow. Whatever you guys want. Message him. Let him know we're coming for him. We're coming for that ass. Moreover, Gingras has stated he intends to use the case to elicit testimony from Marraccini that will aid in his defense. In that bar proceeding, the statement is supported by Serrato's declaration and the declaration of Rachel Juarez, who was a percipient witness to the phone call referenced by Gingras. I have Rachel Juarez on my hit list. I'd love to have her on the channel. I want her on the channel. She is smart. Ugh. What happened with this disciplinary case? Did he forfeit his law license? I don't know. That's a good question. I just know that he shut down his practice. Gingras has never refuted that he made such statements. Indeed, it aligns with common sense that he would want to clear his name by extracting favorable testimony. These facts lead to a straightforward conclusion. Gingras has a personal stake in the case, defending himself from discipline that could conflict with Owens' interest. For example, Gingras might conduct the DVRO trial or advise Owens in a way designed to justify his past actions, rather than solely focusing on Miss Owens' current protection needs. This is a classic Rule 1.7 concurrent conflict scenario. Whether Gingras agrees that a material limits his representation is irrelevant. If he disagreed, he could have represented Owens and opposed the motion to disqualify. It is a reasonable assessment of risk, not a knowingly false factual assertion. Whatever the characterization, when we are arguing the interpretation of facts, there is no lie. Underutilized word. Quibbling. Fox Hollow was so good. Had never heard of it before. It was really good. I just watched it and I'm blown away every time. Law Talk with Mike. Who's that? I don't know who that is either. Wait, is he on my list? You just made the list. No. I'll tell you guys who I have left that you guys all named. Echoes, Tug, Runkle, Nick Starro, MG Law, Robin Psychic, Dave Neal, Rosalind Duke, Liz Neptune, Rachel Juarez, Michael Marraccini, Greg Gillespie, Greg Woodnick, Deandra, Ducky, Sean Rowanhorse, PS Creative, and now Paul on the couch sofa. So we should put Law. Who's that? Law. Mike. Well, if he'd talk to me, that would be cool. Law Talk with Mike. We'll put him on the list. Also, I reached out to Runkle and he just never replied. So there's that. Third allegation, the statement is plainly an expression of legal opinion, of argument, not, but I feel like I'm not his cup of tea, which is totally fine. I don't think anybody should collab if somebody's not like their cup of tea. I personally, like when I would collab with people, I just, like, I want to meet all sorts of, different walks of life. But anyways, always going through things. Oh, I don't like that. Tonsil twins. Some of the court hearings. Oh, and now sick with the flu. No, that's okay. No, that's okay. I don't ever want to bother somebody either and be like, hey, you want to collab? Like, I emailed him, and that's enough for me. I put it out there. See everyone? This is how we handle rejection. Okay? Unlike Laura Owens, when somebody may not vibe back or like not answer, you know what? I should email Runkle and be like, hey, oh, and Stephanie from Love Trapped, right? Stephanie. Love Trapped. I can't believe I got Clayton first. No. I'm not saying he's mean. I'm just saying, like, I never know how people are going to take me. I'm very aware that I am a acquired taste, like blue cheese. Some people find me delicious. Some people think I taste like feet. I don't know. I don't make the rules. It's just how I am. So, the third allegation, the statement is plainly an expression of legal opinion or argument, not objectively verifiable fact that can be true or false. Mr. Serrato asserted that if Mr. Gingras was allowed to continue as counsel despite the conflict and witness issues, respondents' rights would be prejudiced and the proceedings' integrity would be undermined. Gingras bizarrely calls this a lie. The statement is plainly an expression of legal opinion or argument, not an objectively verifiable fact that can be true or false. Serrato genuinely believed and still believes that this is true. There is a solid foundation for this opinion. An advocate-witness situation inherently threatens the fairness of a trial, as recognized by California case law. Likewise, the lawyer with personal agenda could skew the presentation of the evidence in ways that harm the opposing party. Hello, Calamity Jane. Law and lumber. All right. Law and lumber. Prayers for Runkle, yes. Maybe habanero. Sometimes I'm spicy. Sometimes I'll kill ya. What? Oh, Runkle in the After Dark mode. Oh, let's see. Oh, Rob is super nice too. I love when the two stream together. Did someone say feet? Oh my God. He's been dealing with real life. Oh. One may disagree about the degree of prejudice, but treating this as a knowing falsehood is absurd. It's advocacy. Importantly, the court is fully capable of judging for itself whether such prejudice would exist. Serrato wasn't hiding anything that would prevent the court from making an informed decision. No sanctionable misconduct can be predicted on this kind of statement. Serrato did not violate Rule 3.3. He did not knowingly make a false statement of fact or law, and he presented the facts supported by evidence and arguments supported by law. Gingras did something else. God, I fucking love the way he writes this shit. Gingras did whatever the fuck this is. Oh my God. Mike does a video now and then, but barely covers it. Let's see. We go together like Tony Robbins and somebody's beehole. We get together like shoo-bop-boo-da-ba-da-ba-dee-dee-doop-dee-doop. Okay. So that stop it. This always gives me my pens. How do I move where my pens are? I want to move them so I can move this. Great. Move this over to here. There we go. That's what I need. Gingras' own filings confirm the core facts. He has appeared as counsel and had a personal entanglement. What is he, fucking Jada Pinkett Smith? With the case, far from misleading the court, Serrato equipped the court with the relevant information, even quoting Gingras' intent to withdraw. Gingras appears to be satisfying an inability to avoid involvement in this case. Yeah. I love that, because that would explain his Twitter activity as well. Serrato shade. I've seen some of the Lawyer You Know stuff. I haven't really got into his, I haven't watched it a lot. If you have a hot sauce that burns your mouth off or want to know of a brand that does runkle, that's my husband. My husband wants to eat hot sauce that blows his beehole out every time. I like a nice clam to the forehead. Maybe my nose is running a little bit. Maybe I get a little sweaty. My husband wants to die. That's the difference in our spice tolerance. If Gingras felt a nuance needed clarification, that could have been handled through a straightforward opposition or a simple notice to the court that he was no longer representing Miss Owens. Instead, he chose scorched earth accusations. Oh my God. Who's Mike Gravlin? This one should have expectations for hot sauce. My husband, Flux! Hello. Hi, Cece. The court should firmly reject the notion that any false statement occurred here and consider whether or not Gingras himself has ironically misrepresented material facts to this court. By any objective measure, Serrato's motion to disqualify was supported by ample factual and legal basis. It is therefore not frivolous, i.e. total devoid of merit, nor was it filed for the sole purpose of harassing Gingras. Serrato articulated concrete conflicts of interest and cited on-point case law in his motion. This easily clears the low bar of any reasonable bias needed to avoid a frivolous finding. It is worth highlighting the timeline. Serrato filed the motion promptly after August 15th in preparation for trial that was fast approaching. This timing served to resolve counsel issues before trial, not out of delay or malice. Owens was expected not to oppose the motion, which undercuts any claim that it was meant to harass. The motion targeted Gingras' participation, far from being vexatious. The motion to disqualify aimed to ensure a fair and orderly proceeding. It sought to prevent prejudice to Mike and protect the court's process in line with an attorney's duty. More importantly, it foresaw the scenario where Gingras, after reading Marraccini's characterization of the facts that necessarily opposed Gingras' sworn declaration, would be triggered enough to attempt to re-enter the proceedings as counsel for Owens. So basically, he was doing his due diligence so Gingras couldn't pull a fast one. Oh, law talk with Mike. Okay. The fire does summon her. She lives in the fire. She lives in the fire. The disqualification motion anticipated exactly what has now occurred. After reading Michael's statements of facts that necessarily contradicts David's sworn narrative, David was triggered to reinsert himself into the case because he just can't mind his own business. Unable and ethically barred to cure the problem as petitioner trial advocate, he instead styled himself an intervener and lodged a motion that purports to police material misrepresentations, but in substance rehashes the advocates, the merits of the DVRO renewal, and the attempts to rehabilitate his own declaration. That is precisely the scenario Rule 3.7 is designed to prevent: a lawyer witness trying to argue the case from a counsel table and a witness stand at the same time, hereby converting a sanctions intervention filing into a surrogate trial brief. The 341 hearing has begun. Let's go. If you guys get a hold of the tape, let me know and we'll watch it. We will watch it. That's why I like doing lives. We never know what's going to happen. We never know. We never know. Gingras says his motion is about candor to the tribunal. The paperwork says otherwise. Most of his pages are spent recasting the June 10th incident incident and other DVRO facts, previewing his testimony, attacking Mike's credibility, and defending his own conduct. Subjects he has already sworn into a declaration that is not misrepresentation policing. It is merits advocacy by a necessary witness, and it is exactly why Mike moved to disqualify. Once Gingras' narrative is disputed, he cannot resist litigating himself, either by trying to return as Owens' advocate or as here by using an intervention vehicle to function as an advocate in all but name. Hi, Zoe B. Hello. An intervener? Yeah. Intervener. Is Tiff coming here after the hearing? I'm sure if we ask her, she would. I'm sure she would. The result of Gingras filing this motion to intervene are the following: abuse of procedure and court processes. Intervention and sanctions are not a license to file a show merits brief. They are narrow tools to address threshold party. Oh my God, excuse me. Ask. All right. Where's my phone? Oh, I'm going to fall off my chair. Hold on. Big Tiff to the rescue. Ah! My headphones are still stuck. It's so funny because when she texted me the other day, I'm like, oh, I forgot I have your phone number. All right, let me ask her. Please send her a text now so she knows when it's over. I'm on it. I'm on it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Also, guys, I've been looking into a Remarkable or a Supernote. That's all I've been looking into. I have to own one. Everyone on stream wants to know if you're coming after the hearing. This is your bat signal. I want one so bad. But the Supernote website is down. And I don't know if I should get a Remarkable. I know I've had this argument with Al Jacquard, and he told me to get a, what did I buy? Those things that I bought? I didn't love those. She likes the Supernote better than the Remarkable. It's funny because I messaged her on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, this is a weird question, but which one do you like better? The Supernote website is down. The system is down. The system is down. By the way, TVJ, I hope you're doing okay. I know you were having some things going on. I hope you're doing much better. Or everybody's doing much better. Let's see. They are now narrow tools to address threshold party status or truly sanctionable litigation conduct. When a non-party lawyer devotes the lion's share of his papers to fact-bound disputes underpinning the DVRO arguments he wants the court to adopt as true, he is misusing procedure to litigate issues he should address only with the witness under oath, subject to cross-examination. Circumvention rule of 3.3, advocate witness, light switch rave, the system is down. Jan already lied right out of the gate. Oh no, no spoilers. No spoilers. Oh, show you nails. I got a new set. But I wouldn't suggest this one. So these are press-ons from Model 1s. And this is painted, the little French tips, and they're already chipping, and I put them on yesterday. But they look cute, right? I needed some shorties. Hi, AJ. Oh God, don't even fret, my pet. You sound like every time my ADHD goes into do it now. When I started my new job, then I felt bad when I quit a year later, but they let me keep it. Hell yeah. They're not, but it's my life. Oh. I'm so sorry. Jur, that's a lot. I'm sorry. That is a lot. All right. Well, if you guys want that, fine. If you guys want the play-by-play, Tony, you can do the play-by-play. I won't. Getting sworn in. Okay, do the play-by-play. I won't look. I won't look. I want Tiff to tell me, or I want to listen to it. The advocate witness prohibition does not evaporate because the lawyer changes captions from counsel to petitioner, or for petitioner to intervener. Intervener. The context of the filing is factual advocacy on contested events for which the lawyer is a percipient witness. The prejudice and confusion rule 3.7 seeks to avoid the same. The court should not merit Mr. Gingras to do indirectly via intervention and sanctions what he cannot ethically do directly at trial. Conflicts in credibility become the sideshow. Hell yeah. Allowing a non-party lawyer to use motion practice to defend his own credibility and attack respondent's version drags the court into a collateral trial about the lawyer, not the parties. This is exactly what Mike warned would happen. It burdens the court, distracts from the merits, and forces Mike to litigate against opposing counsel as a fact advocate rather than confining Mr. Gingras to his proper role as a witness. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a lot of years. No, you guys do it. You guys do it. Do whatever you want. I just won't read. I just won't read. Gingras's filings do not remedy any supposed misrepresentation. They confirm the need for disqualification. They are a merits-driven attempt to re-enter the fray and shape the factual record through attorney argument instead of admissible testimony. The court should deny leave to intervene or strictly cabin any leave to the threshold non-merit issues, disregard factual advocacy in the intervention sanctions briefing as improper, and set the matter on a clean track where Mr. Gingras appears only as a witness and petitioner proceeds with conflict-free counsel. I agree. I agree. I agree. This case has helped teach me patience. I still have none. Gingras's characterization of the disqualification motion as having no purpose other than to harass is unsustainable. His briefing maligns Serrato's motives, claiming a personal obsession and vendetta, but the records tell a different story. Serrato's actions were precipitated by Mr. Gingras' own extraordinary conduct and the ensuing ethical entanglements. A lawyer who moves to disqualify opposing counsel due to a genuine conflict is doing his job, not engaging in harassment. To hold otherwise would chill attorneys from raising legitimate ethics issues for a fear of personal sanctions. Gingras' accusations regarding YouTube videos and rhetoric are irrelevant and overblown. In here, Serrato should say, I am YouTube famous, and you are not nana boo-boo. Gingras levels an extraordinary allegation that Serrato threatened Owens and her now former counsel with physical violence in YouTube videos. There is not mere rhetorical flourish. That is not mere rhetorical flourish. It is an accusation that an officer of the court made criminal threats. If true, it would be disqualifying, but it is not true. I love that. Hi, Jupiter. Wait, which is better? Everybody says the super note. I want the super note, but their website is down and it's really fucking pissing me off. Also, the only thing I hate is that it doesn't, I can't like go try it out anywhere. That bothers me too. I want to be able to go try it out. But, and a purple gelling pen. I know, but I like having one thing and all of my notebooks there because I have so many ideas and I have so many thoughts and so many tabs. And then I have to keep like new notebooks for all of them. So the video Gingras sites are publicly accessible and complete transcripts are readily available. They contain no threats of violence towards anyone, neither Owens nor Gingras, nor does any video in Serrato's catalog. What Gingras points to boils down to a single colloquial phrase, want the smoke. I love that. And a satirical, obviously doctored That's not your real body? I am flabbergasted. That oiled up body is not you? That's not why you have to loosen your tie all the time? Because you're just juiced and lubed always? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. And obviously, doctored thumbnail image used for comedic effect. In context, do you want the smoke is common slang for do you want the conflict or the challenge? Typically understood as figurative and often verbal conflict, it is not a literal promise of bodily harm. Yeah, not like when he said a dead moose. Yeah. California law requires a true threat, not rhetoric or hyperbole. A punishable or sanctionable threat requires words that, in context and the light of surrounding circumstances, convey a serious expression of an intent to commit unlawful violence and are made with specific intent that they be taken as threat. Now, what's in this footnote? Gingras' actions in this matter have demonstrated a pattern of erratic, that's a great word, and unpredictable behavior. This is exemplified by a conference call involving Serrato, Juarez, and Gingras, during which Gingras exhibited difficulty maintaining focus, communicated at an unusually rapid rate, and discussed personal grievances, and indicated that he required Mike's testimony to support his defense in an ongoing Arizona bar proceeding. I'm going to need to hear more about this phone call, Omar. Given the imminence of the trial and the uncertain prospect of Gingras attempting to resume representation at a late stage, these circumstances provide a concrete basis for the motion to disqualify him as counsel. So, oy. Let's see. So don't call him oily, Omar. He's lubed up like a Christmas ham. Ambiguous or hyperbolic language, satire, and rhetorical bravado, particularly in public commentary about a matter of public interest, do not constitute a true threat. Here, the slang phrase and meme-style graphic fall squarely on the rhetorical side of that line. There is no direct statement of intent to inflict harm, no immediacy, no directive, and no targeted menace, and no evidence anyone experienced the sustained fear. On this record, the legal threshold for a true threat is not remotely met. So context Gingras omits. The videos predate Serrato's representation and were part of a public legal debate. Gingras also fails to tell the court that the cited videos were published before Serrato ever appeared as counsel in this case, and during a period when Gingras himself was producing content and engaging publicly about these same issues. So, there's that. Serrato was acting as a legal commentator in a widely followed public controversy driven largely by Owens versus Eckert. The two lawyers exchanged content critiquing each other's legal positions, including procedural and ethics issues. Serrato and Gingras exchanged content regarding a legal debate about Federal Rule 11 and its application to Arizona family law. At no time during the production of those videos had Gingras ever raised the idea that threats of violence were proffered. However, several members of the public who follow this case had commented that Gingras produced video content with firearms in the background, that they are perceived as threats to Serrato, and others who have fallen out of favor with Gingras for disagreeing with him. I did not know that. Huh. I did not know that. Irrelevance and prejudice, even if the court is credited Gingras' spin, even if the court were to accept Gingras' strained reading of the slang and satire, none of the third-party YouTube ephemera is relevant to the questions actually before the court, whether Serrato's filings were frivolous or in bad faith, or whether Gingras can ethically continue in a dual role. Injecting screenshots and internet slang only invites confusion and undue consumption of time and distracts from the merits. And to the extent Gingras is relying on the third-party creator's commentary to bolster his narrative, that material is hearsay, often multiple hearsay, typically unauthenticated and not attributed to respondents' counsel in any event. And then the footnote here, it is observed that much of Gingras's online content, including social media posts and YouTube videos, is no longer publicly accessible. While the Arizona State Bar is conducting an ongoing investigation concerning his public conduct on these platforms, the reasons for removal of that content have not been expressly disclosed in the record before the court. Ephemera. What does that mean? Ephemera. Yeah, it's totally reasonable to rant about a judge while just being like, pew, pew, right? Right. Gingras' theory that Mr. Serrato filed the motion to disqualify to create new YouTube content is unsupported and unreasonable. Serrato filed one motion on a serious issue and has not created any content related to Owens or Gingras since entering this case in August of 2025. He cannot control the content practices of other creators who continue to cover this case because of the public interest. Yeah, you know who does that? Laura Owens. Laura Owens. Gingras online war with the public who follows this case, threatened lawsuits, retaliatory takedowns, and direct attacks on respondents' counsel. A striking portion of Gingras' filing is devoted to YouTube videos and commentary created by people rather than respondents' counsel, complete with screenshots and links, including a court of random opinion video and other channels' content that Mr. Serrato did not produce and cannot control. Gingras' declaration likewise parades thumbnails and insults he attributes to the Tilted Lawyer channel and friends, again conflating independent content creators' speech with litigation conduct in this case. This is telling. His true dispute is with the third-party commentators and not with any action or tactic by Serrato, cognizable under the sanctioned statuses. All right. Oh, I just want to hear it. I just want to hear it. Refers to collectible, transient items of everyday life that were originally designed to be discarded or kept only for a short period. Okay. Oh, Jorito. Hi. I love that name, Jorito. How are you? Yeah, we need to get this recording. I need it now. I need it now. That matters for at least 5 independent reasons. Sanctions must target litigation conduct, irrelevance and prejudice, hearsay, lack of foundation. To make it better, my 17-year-old son didn't want to drive, so driver's choice. So he's getting some bacon on his ride home using low BS to help him spot crazy. Well, let me tell you, to smaller Jodito. Is that like Jodito-ito? Smaller. You will always learn something here. Whether it's about people being crazy or bankruptcy or fraud, or right now, different motions of people being crazy and fraud. There's a lot. Also, they're talking about bankruptcy in the chat, but I'm trying not to read it because I want to know what comes out in real time. Anyways, we're here to learn. And we're also here to make fun of people who suck. So welcome in. Screenshots and clips of what others said online are hearsay. Wait, you're 17. Have you graduated from high school yet? If you did, congratulations. And if you haven't, welcome into your senior year. You're going to do great. You're going to do great. No duty and no power to police independent speakers. Safe harbor theory collapses when harm is third-party speech. And further, he attempted to create a media storm by previewing his motions for sanctions, teasing its filing, commentating on it publicly and blogging about it for days after the filing, perhaps as a gauge to see how his arguments with the public would be perceived. Also, I find that to be completely unethical. Like, as a lawyer, when I file motions, like, I should be filing them before I put them out on the internet. Yes? No? Maybe so. We're sorry, Bacon. It's okay. I'm just trying not to read anything. Good Lord. I just want to know the deets, go. He wanted the attention. He invited the attention and was anxious to see the public reaction to his filing. At the bottom, this court is not the forum to settle Gingras' disputes with YouTubers. Well, that's what he thought it was. His motion lays that bare. Rather than confine himself to alleged misstatements in a court filing, which he never identifies with specifically, he spends page after page litigating the internet, a campaign that is neither relevant nor cognizable under the sanction rules. The court should sustain respondent. Hey!
Flash your tatters, it's safe now. Smiley face emoji.
It's safe. It's never safe, Malin. It's never safe. It's never safe. Ugh. Now I lost my place. The court should sustain respondents' evidentiary objections, disregard the YouTube-based material and arguments, and deny the request sanctions and strike relief. To extent these third-party exhibits were offered as a proxy to re-argue the merits of the DVRO or to rehabilitate Mr. Gingras' own declaration that confirms why he cannot ethically continue in a dual role. He is attempting to prosecute a broad public relations grievance through this case. He just has, it's just like her. They all try to, just explain themselves. They just have to explain themselves. I know everyone's reading the chat, except for me. It's not Jan's fault that they had a situation. Ugh. As further evidence of this deep obsession with third-party content creators, the court should be aware that he has a long history of threatening and publicly feuding with content creators who don't agree with him. Content creator Dave Neal publicly documented receiving a threatening email from Mr. Gingras, which was tied to Neal's critical coverage. Additionally, Neal has separately covered Gingras' repeated defamation and threat rhetoric towards creators who have discussed this case. Investigative journalist Megan Fox similarly reports that Mr. Gingras, with co-counsel, demanded that coverage stop immediately or change to favor their clients. Favor? You can't tell me that. You can't be like, you need to stop this or say good things. Oh my God, I'm going to love it when the audio comes out. I'm waiting. Our pooper ploded. It's not our fault. Ugh. And she has repeatedly noted Gingras' defamation lawsuit threats directs at independent reporters. Exhibit D. Beyond threats, Gingras has weaponized DMCA takedowns on his law firm blog that boasts that YouTube approved his copyright strike against a small critic, Loud Little Ducky. We stand Loud Little Ducky here. And celebrates the takedown. Hashtag justice for Dingus. Okay, expressly linking his strike to the creator's criticism of the respondent's disqualification motion. The same blog series is used to attack the respondent's counsel personally. Gingras accuses Omar of having straight up lied to the court, announcing he moved to intervene solely to seek the sanctions and a state bar referral against Serrato, an unequivocally defamatory statement that was published for anyone who follows this case to see. These episodes are not isolated. They form part of a pattern in which Mr. Gingras threatens legal action, bar complaints, copyright strikedowns, blah, 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 against content creators who critique or report on the Owens litigation. Yes, Mr. Free Speech Internet Lawyer wanted to direct everyone as to what they could cover and how they could cover it and what to say. Really? Huh. I'm trying so hard not to laugh and shout. Ooh. Let's see. Questioning my life choices. If their poop tank went bye-bye, they should eat the beans. Somebody get the beans. Beans. The timing, language, and frequency of these threats suggest that they are being used to suppress public criticism and defend Gingras' personal reputation. This pattern of behavior has predictably spilled into the pleadings in Owens' DVRO renewal request. This motion should be Exhibit A, demonstrating Gingras' involvement in the case is not only as counsel for petitioner, but also an actor seeking to control public discourse. Gingras did not adhere to the safe harbor procedure. Not safe harbor. Everybody say safe harbor in the chat. I can never tell if my son is laughing or crying. Now says beans that way just to get me beans. Oh, God. All right. Now we have a safe harbor. Ugh. Safe harbor. Rule 26. Rule 11. Okay, so this is a safe harbor and what it does. Great. Gingras explicitly acknowledges that he did not comply with the safe harbor requirement. In his motion, Gingras states that he filed a motion with prior warning and emphasizes this fact. This admission alone is sufficient to mandate denial of his sanctions motion under established California law. The purpose of the safe harbor provision is remedial, not punitive. It is intended to foster compliance and conserve judicial resources otherwise spent adjudicating a sanctions motion by affording a prescribed period of time during which a party may correct or withdraw a frivolous or improper pleading or motion without any penalty. By bypassing this process entirely, Gingras deprived both the court and opposing counsel to the opportunity to resolve the matter without litigation. Okay, great. Gingras' exception arguments do not apply. The alleged harm does not justify bypassing the safe harbor provision. The extreme request for disciplinary referral should be rejected. And conclusion, Gingras' motions are unnecessary and inflammatory tangent to the real issues in this case. Gingras chose to inject himself into the proceeding, and when met with the rightful resistance through a well-grounded disqualification motion, he retaliated with personal attacks and meritless requests. The court should not allow this approach. Serrato's conduct did not violate any laws or rules to warrant sanctions or disciplinary actions. By contrast, Gingras' filings exemplify the scorched earth tactics that waste judicial resources and turn a domestic violence case into a personal grudge match. Say Rule 26 one more time. Respondent and counsel urge the court to bring the focus back to the parties' dispute and put a stop to the peripheral attorney feud. Denying Mr. Gingras' motion will send that message clearly. We ask that the court do so and allow the Owens versus Marraccini matter to proceed course free from further distractions. Could you imagine if they had like, what were those with the MTV show where they were claymation and they were wrestlers? What was it called? Where they fought each other to the death? What was it? It's like Deathmatch or something. Oh my God, what was that show? Imagine if they made one of Omar and Gingras and put him in there. And what not to do, right? Oh, boy. Thank you for the jewels, Karen. Appreciate you. All right. We are done with this. Moving on. I love when it's like, oh yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch. That's right. Hell yeah. We need that between Gingras and Omar. That would be amazing. I love that both Serrato and Juarez file a declaration in regards to Gingras' conflict of interest in this case. Oh, God. 34 pages. We've already read all of this. I'm here. Did I miss anything? Everybody in the chat is talking about what's happening in the the bankruptcy hearing right now, and I'm trying to read chat but skip the bankruptcy stuff because I don't want to know. I just want to hear it. Or I want to hear it from Big Tiff. So I'm trying to save myself. Smooth blue eyes. Oh, God. All right. So we have this. Unless they have any evidence, I'm not going to go through this. We already know what they want. So we're going to go, okay, we'll go through the evidence that they have. So they have here Exhibit A, State Bar of Arizona. This was submitted by Michael. The Attorney Discipline Probable Cause Committee of the Supreme Court of Arizona has entered the above referenced matter a probable cause order. So that's from the State Bar. Oh, is this a new blog? Grabbing fame or just talking? We have a blog, friends. Let's read, shall we? I love it. All right. How do I move this over so I can draw on it? Because I like drawing on this stuff. It's so fun. Don't threaten me with a good time. All right, wait. Got to make it a little smaller. Got to catch 'em all. All right, so this is grabbing fame or just talking. Well, this is a new blog to me. I'm so sorry, Bacon. Don't be sorry. All you guys are doing is making my my chat engagement go up. This is helping me. I'm just not reading it because I don't want to know. I want to know when I talk to Big Tiff. Hey, BB. Where is this? Hey, BB. Coming to you from my car outside pharmacy, waiting for meds for kidney stone infection. No. Can't wait to get home, cuddle up with Pain Nebs and Matt and nap to your dual set tones. Home, home, home. Yes, get home. Be safe. Ugh. Hi, D-Buggy. How are you? Oops. All right. I'm waiting on Tiff. Yeah, I want to wait on Tiff. So you had to get the phone numbers to dial in. Well, you said Big Tiff. I did. Big Tiff. Big Tiff. Which is so funny because she's just such a sweet human, but that's how I hear her name. Big Tiff. Big Tiff. All right, so we are grabbing fame or just talking. Okay, I am going to... We need some Gingras music, which is usually silly and quirky. Hi, After Hours. How are you, by the way? What do I want? That's what I like. You know what I hate? When my sisters text me, hey, just send what you need. Just send what you need. Okay. I've already texted Tiff. Okay. I can understand. Let's see. What is he doing here? I need to know. Hold on. Let me get my pen color. What do I want? We'll draw on this one and just red always. Red always. You can't post images and comments. And while I tried to respond to this person, it wasn't clear as I wanted. I can understand how his motion to disqualify you didn't go over well. And that can be a hit to the ego of any guy. But if it's for content fodder, why are you contributing to it? Lots of people say you are creating an online shit show to be in a Netflix documentary. Is it true? Just got out of morning court hearings, but now I have to go to the office and do more work. Yay. And you get to listen to us. So let me make this clear. To anyone who thinks I am commenting to grab attention, sorry, but also has nothing to do with ego. Is he joking? Hey!
Getting distracted by a squirrel penalty fee.
You don't have to.
Emoji.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that, Den. I appreciate it. I know everybody wants to know. I want to hear it in real time too, you know? And Zoe, yes, I do feel that way actually. The person who filed the motion in question is not a serious person and has accomplished as far as, hold on, I want quirky. I want like little like do 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 do. You know what I mean? Something very staccato. That's what I want. Indie game? What's that? Nope. Ugh. Who's Wes Anderson? Nope. We'll just go quirky classical. That's fine. All right. And has accomplished, as far as I can tell, nothing of any significance in his life. So he talks about how Omar disparages him, and then he goes on to disparage Omar. Nothing of any significance in his life. The dude is not someone worthy of my time or attention. Yet I'm going to give him all of it. Unless he picks a fight. But that story is for another day. Since the AZ Supreme Court denied review, my view has been and will continue to be, this fight is mostly over. I wish everyone would just log off, except for me, and move on. I have zero personal interest in keeping the conversation going about a case that is over, which I lost. Yes, I still need to deal with my fart, with my fight with the bar guy. Another thing I am an involuntary force to deal with. But fighting the bar is actually something I am at least partially looking forward to.
Hands over my squirrel fiver.
Hands over my squirrel. Thank you. Hi, Charlie. He could have set an example by doing so himself. Yeah, he could have set any example. Oh, God. Let's see. You think I don't want to put Matta under oath and ask her some tough questions? Does it matter when you ask people questions under oath? Because you did that with Laura Owens.
Trying to work, listen to Bacon and read the chat.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. I understand there's a lot going on. I'm just not in on the call, and I gotta wait for Tiff. You gave me heart failure. I farted right before you said fart, so I questioned if my microphone was on. That's hilarious. Oh, God. Listening and reading. But anyways, I love that he says, I want to put Judge Matta under oath and ask her some tough questions. You asked Laura some tough questions. So do you think that people under oath always tell the truth or what? Or what? I've already texted Tiff. I don't know. She hasn't responded yet because I'm sure she's busy with the hearing. So I'm impatiently waiting, okay? Okay. Oh, Reapers, gross. But as much as I want other people to move on, that hasn't happened. And since my vote isn't the only one that matters, if people are still talking about me, then I'm going to correct false things when/as needed. I can't and won't waste my time responding to every idiot troll who lies about me. The YouTube liars are too irrelevant to think about. Even though I think about them all the time, which is why I write these blogs, because these blogs are dedicated to them, and I think about them all the time, which is why I put up these blogs. Do you see? It's a full circle. But if there's something important or a reoccurring narrative that's false, I'll chime in with a correction. And because I think everybody is wrong and I'm right all the time, I will correct them all the time because I have to mansplain absolutely everything. So let me say this. Nope. I am not talking because I want fame. I am not desperate to get a documentary. Oh, sure, Gingy, you're just saying that, but we all know the truth. No, dipstick. You don't. I'm McLovin' it. M'excuse me, bitch. Have you guys ever seen that? M'excuse me, bitch. I said, m'excuse me, bitch. How dare? How dare? Oh, from Texas, you say. I often mention receipts. Let me share this one. A couple of years ago, I was asked to participate in a documentary about celebrity sex tapes. Wait, that sounds, what I mean is, because I know that you guys all think that I'm incredibly handsome and would be in a celebrity sex tape because you all think I'm a celebrity and you all think I'm handsome, but I'm not. Au contraire. What I mean is, a production company contacted me and said they were filming a TV series about the rise of celeb sex tapes in the late 90s and early 2000s. They wanted to interview me for the show. Excuse me? You fucking tea towel. We'll catch up later. Hi, Rebecca. Yeah. Deanna, have you never seen M'excuse Me, bitch? You have to. I'll have to put that on at the end. Most of you 20 and 30-something whippersnapper. Oh, my fucking God. Oh, my God. Don't remember this, but there was a time in days long, long ago when every single thing was not online. There was a time, right, like your whole client's case, that you put online, that you put on Twitter. There was a time before social media, even though I'm saying that to you and I spend most of my time on social media, which is why I tweet so much bullshit all the time. There was a time before online porn. What does that have to do with anything? I do remember. But what does porn have to do with anything? And there was a time when nude pics and, God forbid, videos of celebrities were almost impossible to find. Trust me, I tried. Like unicorns. Then Pamela Anderson happened. Then Paris Hilton. Then a bunch of others. I worked on such cases in 2005 involving Colin Farrell. He's still very famous today. But in 2005, the guy was one of the top stars on the planet. Then he made a sex tape with a Playboy bunny named Nicole Narain. He did? I didn't know this. I'm going to have to look this up for research. Yeah, for research. The story was pretty juicy. Nicole needed money. She had this private tape with Colin. It was literally filmed on tape to raise some quick cash. She offered the tape to the highest bidder. The law firm I worked for at the time happened to represent a corporation called ICG Internet Commerce Group. ICG owned a lot of adult websites. Colin heard ICG was in the market to buy a tape, so he sued them to block the sale. That's where I got involved. It was a big deal at the time. Local and national news covered the story. I had a film crew follow me around for weeks because I'm so fucking cool. They eventually released a DVD documentary, docu-something. But the case, which I still have somewhere, but it's not online, then we settled with Colin and the case ended and I moved on. Justice for Colin Farrell. Brittany, what? What am I missing? Yeah, for research purposes. I just want to see. You just want to see. Circle K. Oh, good Lord. Who remembers payphones? Oh, yeah. I love payphones. I had a beeper. Who had a beeper? It was still an interesting story, at least interesting enough that someone wanted to make a documentary about it. So in 2023, I flew out to Burbank and filmed an interview that lasted about 7 hours. I tried to make it last 12 hours, but, they cut me off because I talk too much. I haven't watched the show yet, but based on past experience, I'm guessing my face will appear for maybe 45 seconds in the whole 43-minute episode. At least this gave me the motivation to hit the gym and lose that extra chin. It's now gone. Minor update, and everybody knows I love minors. I just started watching the A&E show, which is 43 minutes long. I've only watched the first 15 minutes so far, but they devoted a lot of time to my interview and my story about how the case began and what happened. I'm surprised at how much time I am on camera. With interviews like this, you normally get 1 or 2 very short sound bites. Here, they devoted like 30% of the show to me talking, as they should, because I'm the best guy in the fucking world. For all you Gingy fans, here's a short trailer with a few seconds of me. I don't own the copyright, so meme all you want. Looks like sad face. Want to know how much I got paid for this? $0. They paid for my flight. They bought lunch. There seems to be an impression that just because you appear on a TV show, that means you got paid big bucks. That is rarely true. In most cases, media won't pay for interviews because, it just looks sleazy and unethical. Trust me, I know what looks sleazy and unethical. I do it all the time. Ugh. I'm also 85. Oh my God, calling collect. I have the funniest story about that. Yes, the McRib lady. Excuse me, bitch. A CB radio? Who are you talking to? Better yet, I had a reverse charge beeper. What? That's crazy. Collect calls. Nachos. Hell yeah. So I don't do this stuff for money. Oh, but what about the fame I am so desperate for? That's still a thing, right? Only a child would think that way. I am 53 years old. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm about to retire. I want to spend the next few years chilling out with family and friends like Laura Owens, talking about nice things. Perhaps in Florida. Maybe Europe. Maybe Mexico. I haven't decided yet. I get that for people like Clayton and maybe a few others, fame is something you are desperate for. I saw that firsthand with my friend and client, Nick Ritchie. That kid was a nobody. And then we made him famous. Kind of. Not as famous as Colin Farrell. Who's Nick Ritchie? I have no fucking idea who this is. But famous enough. He even released a memoir telling his story. I'm featured prominently in the book. Then Nick grew up. He got married, had kids, turned 40, got divorced, and he learned the most important thing. Fame is an illusion. It is not real. Family is real. Friends are real. Having some money is real. But that doesn't need to come from fame. More money is made by people behind the scenes, so Nick learned to be the guy that you don't see. And he made millions from this. He's now the happiest I've ever seen. Where's the beef? I thought he was at least... Oh, I thought he was younger than that. I didn't realize he was 53. What else? I didn't have beta videos. I had VHS. He's so in love with himself, right? I do miss Blockbuster. I still have a long way to go in the happiness department, but I'm working on it. For now, I'll keep my commentary only as needed, but I'm not doing it for fame. I'm doing it to try and push back against the lies. That's all. And that will stop the minute you all grow up, shut up, and move on. I'll probably be dead by then. Here's me sitting in this production chair, getting interviewed. Quick trip to Burbank today for the media chat. Legal issues involved with celebrity sex tapes. All right. Is that on Instagram? Blockbuster member pass. Oh my God. No, he's not. I don't think so. Talk to truckers. Good Lord. How young were you, though? Dear diary. Oh, God. No. Don't do it, debuggy. We've got all 4 things happening right now. I love us. Oh, here he is again. This is the skin of a litigant, Bella. Is that Gingras? It is. Yes. I was only 7 and talking with truckers. Good Lord. Good Lord. The Feral tape came out so long ago in 2005. YouTube didn't even exist at that time, which is crazy since this was 20 years ago. I don't think much, if any, of the news coverage is still online, although I did this one thing. I did tons of interviews about the case back then, but none of those are available except maybe in a warehouse somewhere. Oh, we got another one. He's screenshotting them. Don't forget the tail. All right, if I get another picture. I used to do this in newspapers. We need some silly putty. Oh, God. Stay cool. All right, we got another blog here. TGIF and Just Stop. The tea is brewing. Go touch grass. Docs have been filed. Not going to share them. I rarely never handle cases in San Francisco Superior Court, so it's possible this filing could be rejected if I forgot to dot an I or cross a T. Hopefully it worked. If not, I'll fix and resubmit. And just FYI, this filing was not for or on behalf of any client. This filing was on my own behalf, and you'll see why. So he wants these documents? Is that what he wants? The court has received your filing. You will receive an email immediately upon completion of the clerk's review. What is this for? It's for billing? All right, great. I refuse to touch any grass Chris touches. Oh, God. Let's see. Friday, 9/12/2025. Yes, I intended to file something interesting today. Yes, it is possible I may blow that deadline, although the brief is ready to go. I follow my schedule, not yours. No, I'm not going to share anything online. No, I am not posting pleadings. Then why are you writing this blog? What is the point of this? Anyone else think? Yeah, so I always think this, and then they remind me that when he was 22, he slept with a 16-year-old girl, and the papers are awful, and we'll get to reading those too. So he's just downright from the beginning a piece of shit. So there's that. You can either get it from the court yourself once it hits the docket, or you can ask the other lawyer for a copy. I will email him a courtesy copy when it's filed. I tried to be generous by sharing pleadings in the past. Generous? Generous? We all know how that worked out. No good deed ever goes unpunished. Good deed? Question mark? So for now, that's all you get. But like that crazy Utah governor guy said today, the better choice is to not obsess over online garbage. Instead, just stop. Log off, turn off, touch grass, hug a family member, go out and do good in your community. Tell me, Gingras, what good have you done? I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know. It's gross. It was a girl he worked with, too. Ugh. All right, so then we have this. Here we go. I may regret this, and I reserve the right to immediately turn off comments for abuse. But for now, I will leave them open. Also, I will post a short comment to confirm when my filing is submitted, but again, I will not be sharing it here. Hello, David. This is from somebody called Human Being. Hello, David. I noticed that you turned off the comments on your post you just made today, so I'll comment here instead. First, it's impossible to argue with you when you simply do not state that what Omar was lying about. So it's just a lot of you talking about things where we cannot learn context. It strikes me as odd that if it is a bold-faced lie, you would just tell us because then we would be able to find no evidence to contradict it. But instead, everyone in JFC will wait for the documents. That's fine. I have a simple question. Several members of the JFC community have ordered transcripts of you defending Laura against Mike in court via Zoom. In that hearing, did you tell the judge that you just found out about Laura's criminal charges? Again, we are waiting on the transcript, but I'm curious. If not, I will happily apologize and am welcome to be proven wrong once the transcripts arrive again. Thanks. Just asking. 2 things. And then this whole, oh, Jesus, God almighty. Oh, God. Is spicy in this post, I guess. I want to fight Omar in court. Well, that's not 100% accurate. I would prefer not to be involved in this fight at all, but Omar gave me no choice. Do you not want to be involved in the fight because you know Omar will destroy you? Still, the battle will be fought in court, not online. 2, per this question. In that hearing, did you tell the judge that you just found out about Laura's criminal charges? As a general rule, I would never lie to a judge. I sometimes misspeak unintentionally like everyone else, but I have no idea what you're asking about. That Zoom hearing lasted a matter of minutes. My only significant comment to the judge was that I believed that the issues were simple and didn't require a multi-day hearing. I do not believe I told the judge that I just found out about Laura's charges. Obviously, that would not be correct. So I would have no reason to say something like that, especially in a recorded hearing. So all I can say is no. I have zero recollection of telling a judge that I just found out about the charges. If the transcript shows that I said that, it's either a mistake in the transcription or maybe I misspoke. I might have been referring to something else that I have just found out about, but not that. Does not seem like a huge deal either way, but if you get the transcript and it appears to show me saying something inaccurate, by all means, please let me know so I can review it. P.S. I've been doing this stuff for 25 years, and there has never been a single proven instance of me lying in court, ever. I would guess that over the years, a handful of folks have accused me of being non-truthful in some way, but every single one of them was wrong. I do not lie. Ever. Okay. Bye, Sarah. Let's see. What do we got here? Trying not to read. Something about Taco Bell. CB radio names. Blue Jay. I didn't have one. All right. It's never just 2 things. Let me just tell you something. Nope. You're not going to tell me nothing. Oh, God. I have 3 things I'm invested in here. Yep, it is, Charlie. It is. Just like we learned yesterday. Let's see. Want an example? I've mentioned the cheerleader case many times. In that case, the trial judge issued a ruling where he basically accused me of lying to the court about the law. Here are just a few quotes from the judge's decision, and he is talking about me here because everybody talks about me. This contention misrepresents the law. However, defendant's characterization of the Ninth Circuit 2012 opinion in Roommates is thus seriously misleading. Thus, defendant's statements in their brief that CDA cases other than one at the bar were all resolved by dispositive motion, approximately 99% in favor of the defendant, is misleading. Rather, after the court denied the Rule 12b-6 motion to dismiss, the non-defaulting defendant settled. The docket also reflects that the defendant's counsel was defense counsel in that case and would be aware of this fact. All those quotes in which the judge basically accused me of lying to the court come from this decision. Of course, the judge was simply wrong about the law and also misquoted or misconstrued what I said, which is why I won't be. I just drew over that. Which is why I won a unanimous reversal on appeal. Because that's all I do is win my cases on technicalities. Then somebody named Sparkle Toes. Hello, David. Since you have moved the court to strike the respondent's motion to disqualify and you say you aren't the petitioner's lawyer, where does that leave the petitioner? It appears that the petitioner still doesn't have a lawyer either way, and this hearing is just in over a month. Why go for sanctions and bar a referral on a case that you aren't involved in? I'm confused. I imagine the judge will be confused. Here we have a lawyer who says he's not representing her, but then he appears and he files motions in the case where he is not a lawyer of record. At best, I imagine the judge might strike with leave to amend, and you're back to square one. Then what? Question mark. Oh, God. All right. What are we doing here? I'm not looking at anything. Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy. I never made another regular collect call after that. We'll have it as soon as it's released. I know. And I'm sure they will get it to me. It will be in my Discord. I am sure. So let me see. Where is it? Nobody has messaged me yet. But somebody will. I'm sure. Reject that energy. I appreciate the questions and would like to respond, but I just don't see the value in public debate. On the contrary, I think it's premature to talk about the underlying issues. If you are dying to hear my answers, you are welcome to email me privately or just ask Omar for his side. He has not been shy about talking about it publicly. Stella, thank you. So I'm guessing he will be glad to do so again. Now, if you choose to get in touch with me, don't worry. It's not that scary. I use a Proton account if you are really concerned, but I treat everyone with as much respect as they treat me. Question mark? Oh my God. Skipped the... nice, and I will extend some courtesy. See, did you hear that? If you're just nice to him, he'll be kind to you. I know there's a lot that's going on in the chat, right? There's a lot that's going on in the chat, and there's a lot of people. I know there's other people live. There's a lot that's happening. There's a lot that's happening. So I know that as soon as we can get Tiff on here, we will. We will. Since you are seeking, this is from someone named Nathan. Since you are seeking sanctions against Omar, have you notified him and given him 10 days to react or modify or retract the offending pleading? David said, you will see my explanation when you see my motion. Fair enough. Hi, David. If the court rejects your filing, will it still hit the docket? If not, will you make it public then? I don't see any reason for the court to reject what I filed. If it does, I will think about that when it happens. Ultimately, the court may not accept my pleading until October 21st, the hearing date. I am not a party to the case, nor do I represent a party, which is the whole point of what I filed. Non-parties typically can't file crap in any case they want. It can only be done in limited request is denied. It should be still part of the public record. I guess we shall see. Thanks for your reply. I read other comments here, and you have some great wins in the past. Why are you still in this pedestrian case? Oh, God. And then he goes on. Thank you, Henrietta. I know. I'm waiting. I love you guys. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. Impatiently. Covered a lot of information in this case in short time. You're a trooper. Thank you. His ego always comes through. Right. David Gingras in this 18-page dissertation. Let me see. Let me go to this. Nope, that's not what I want. I want this. Is this the one I like? No. Clown? Yeah, more of this. You look beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Cool beans. Oh my God, you just scared your cat into the pool? Oh no. That's awful. All right, here we go for more Gingras. I am not in this case by choice. You're not? Omar opted to drag me in by asking the court to kick me off, even though Omar knew I was already off. So that is a relatively small issue that the judge will have to decide what to do with. Ironically, the outcome is the same either way. Omar wants a judge to disqualify me, a request he made only so that he and the other JFC folks could make YouTube content laughing about it. And my name is David Gingras, and I will not fucking be laughed at. But I already told him I was out of the case before he filed that motion, so either way, I'm not going to be acting as a lawyer on this case. The only question is whether the judge is going to punish Omar for filing a motion purely as a harassment tool. Beyond that, the fact is I am a witness. I saw heard events which form part of the relief L is asking for. As a witness, I have no choice. I am legally, ethically obligated to offer testimony to anyone who asks for it. And yes, as a witness, Omar can cross-examine me. I'm not concerned about this, and I don't see how it could help him. Mike traveled to Arizona. That is really not disputed. Mike released private text messages without a valid subpoena and without a court order. That is really not disputed. So cross-examine me all day long about those facts. It won't change the facts. Oh my God. Thank you, Aniette. Beans. Yeah, if you guys could go under the video and hit the like button, really appreciate it. When they're watching. Oh, I don't know about that. Like it's sorted. Also, Mata never specifically ordered Mike to appear. This is technically a fact I can testify to. No, she didn't order him to appear. Woodnick subpoenaed him, and the judge said yes. Don't tell me what to do. I listened to Scamanda. It is insane. I love Scamanda. What happened to Woodnick is used the State Bar of AZ website to issue a self-service subpoena. This is a subpoena that any AZ lawyer can get, and it is done without a judge ever signing off or approving the subpoena. But she did approve of it because she knew that he had a DVRO against him. Who's Scamanda? I have a video on it. I did a video on it. Feel free to watch it. It's good. What's this? There's so much going on. There's so much going on. If you're in the chat, they're talking about Jan and Ron's bankruptcy hearing, the meeting of creditors right now in real time. If you're watching me, I'm reading a blog from David Gingras. Hi, Ducky. I could technically issue a subpoena that orders Donald Trump to appear at my house. Doesn't mean the subpoena would actually be... Shut up. Why does he... For someone who, like, says he hates Trump, he brings him up every time. Every time. Let's see. We'll get it quashed. Oh, knob. That's such a good one. You knob. Woodnick and JFC seem to think that a self-service subpoena is issued by a lawyer without any judicial involvement is somehow sufficient to overrule a domestic violence restraining order issued by a judge in another state. That presents a question of law, not fact. But the law is pretty clear. Both federal law, VAWA, and AZ law require out-of-state DVROs to be given full faith and credit. Did that happen here? Clearly not. Matta just flipped her middle finger at the CA DVRO. I believe that was illegal, and I trust the CA court will agree. One final thing. AZ has specific rules that deal with conflicting protective orders, and again, I do not agree that a self-service subpoena issued in secret by Woodnick is entitled to the same force and effect as a DVRO signed by a judge. But even if Woodnick's subpoena was treated like an order, and or even if Matta had issued a conflicting order requiring MM to appear, which never happened, AZ law specifically says those orders do not cancel each other out, as JFC wants to believe. Instead, the rule is clear. Effectiveness of conflicting orders. When two parties have obtained conflicting protective orders, both orders must be given full force and effect, regardless of whether the orders were issued by courts of limited or general jurisdiction. You know, and this is something that I have said about David since the beginning. He loves arguing against himself. I have never seen someone argue against themselves so eloquently. He just destroys his own fucking argument. Both orders must be given full force and effect. So if he is subpoenaed, he must go. The judge said. Ugh. All right, what am I missing? Let's see. I know. Let's see. Whoa! I just bumped that into my mouth. I know. He talks about him all the time. She was a friend of your daughter's? No way. I know. You knob. I love it. I'm going to start using that. I won't get it till the 22nd. You won't get what? Biscuit. You know who I love? Patty the Batty. I love when he calls people sausages and mushrooms. You sausage. You mushroom. It's so funny. Let's see. Went with the what? Mike can release all the emails and text messages he wants. Right. They're his. Then you immediately file for contempt in CA or report it to the DA in CA, but it would be laughed out of the courtroom since it understood everywhere that you can appear in court when subpoenaed. Right. And the judge said yes. Judge Matta said yes. I used to know the people that ran the church Scamanda went to. That was a trip to see some of the family interviewed in the documentary. Oh, so good.
Just realized I am sitting in the bathroom staring at my phone using the chat and forgot I'm at work.
I forgot I'm at work. Earlier comment. Where? Which one? Oh, thank you for the 5, Lyle. Earlier comment. What do you want from me? Oh, by not having an attorney's fault. Not friends anymore, I bet. She's the worst. Yeah, cross-examine me all day long. See if that helps. And FYI, Arizona criminal law also gives Arizona law enforcement zero discretion to ignore DVROs from other states. On the contrary, AZ law makes enforcement of those orders mandatory. VA, valid protection order that is related to domestic or family violence that is issued by a court in another state, a court of a United States territory, or a tribal court shall be accorded full faith and credit and shall be enforced as if it were issued in the state for as long as the order is effective in the issuing jurisdiction. Which is funny because, like, the safest place she could be is a courthouse. So there's that. Me? Let's go. I'll go live with anybody. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, you're asking after hours respawn. Yeah. Wait. I thought you were asking me. After hours, you have a channel? Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. We are bacon. We are bacon. We are pork. Tiny Tuesday update. Oh my God, how many of these blogs do I have to read? Ugh. So people don't have to ask. No, I want like... Oh, accordion? That one might be good. So people don't have to ask. The document I filed last week is still under review by the court clerk. As I already said, the filing included, among other things, a request to intervene in the case. This is a procedural request because non-parties generally can't jump in and start filing stuff in a case where they are not a named party. Duh. Try it. Won't work. I'm not a named party there, nor am I a counsel for a party. Thus, I need court permission to file anything asking for relief, which is why I asked permission to appear as the rule allows. Oh my God. That's awful. I think MG Law is actually on the hit list, isn't he? Oh, he is. Look, see? MG Law, right there on the hit list. MG Law. You got a mark on you. A mark of the devil. Also, my filing last week was supported by a declaration, but my Boomer PDF software somehow screwed up and dropped the first page, which I didn't catch at the time. To fix that, I filed a notice of errata on Monday with the missing page. So that's 2 filings you see here. But I play games. I don't cover law stuff on my channel anymore. What if you play games and I cover law? What if we do that? What hit list? This hit list of potential collabs. You're right here. When I was very first starting out and people were telling me who to collab with, your name came up. That's who you are. I'm screaming quietly. Wait, Brittany, what? Where is Brittany? Where is Brittany? What did I miss? What the fuck? Oh. Oh. She did some time for her fraud and there's hope. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is hers were financial, so it's like easier not sitting in the bathroom. As of today, they both remain under review by the clerk, and my guess is that they will stay that way until the clerk or the court decides whether to allow them to hit the docket. Until that happens, I'm not sharing any pleadings. Why does he repeat himself so much? Oh, God. He's exhausting. We all have the right to remain silent. But should I? 2 weeks ago, I left AZ, my plan to enjoy some time visiting my mom in Florida for her birthday. Did your husband's ex date? Or am I mixing it up with Laura? No, she stalked us. I don't think she ever faked cancer. Oh, God. She's pacing. On my way out of town, I deleted my Twitter account. It's been a tough year and a horrible summer. Turning off social media and getting away seemed like a good idea, at least for the last couple of weeks. It was. But now I'm back. And I'm struggling with this. Should I remain silent or spill the tea? Aw, shit, girl. Spill the tea. I can see both sides of the argument. For one thing, I get tons of online hate from a certain group. When I don't talk, they have less to say. Don't feed the trolls. Life is better. On the other hand, I have a lot of things to say, and admit it, at least some of it is interesting. In the back of my mind, I want to believe that the law and the truth still matters to some folks, even if it's only a small percentage of you. Since people are going to talk anyway, wouldn't it be better to include my version? Yeah, I know the cult hates my version, but that's only an additional reason to share it. What to do? ? In one chat was... Sorry, fifth side quest in one chat was too far. Oh, God. Spill the tea. Spill the tea. Let's see. He needs a creative writing class. Spill the beans. Spill the beans. My version. My truth. Hey, Arthur. Arthur. So I had a dog named Artie, whose real name was Artemis Prime. And then when I met my husband, he used to call him Arthur. And that's how we would call him. And he was a little Lhasa Apso. He was like 30 pounds. Such a fatty and furry. By the trustees. Oh. Okay. It seems I was disconnected for a second. I don't know what just happened. So bear with me. Fatty too. Stop it. Oh. Greg strikes, but yeah, there was a glitch, but it seems I am back. So put a 1 in the chat if you can see me. For now, let's just say this. I'm mulling it over. I predict some interesting stuff will happen this week. Lies will be exposed. Accusations will be made. Wrongs will begin to be righted. Justice will be sought. So do I talk about all this or do I shut up? Maybe next week the right choice will become clearer. Having said that, the bottom line is I still feel the same way. I'd like everyone just to move on. Then stop writing blogs. 420. Oh, God. 1. Oh. Does it say how many views his blog got? Does not. Not that I can see. You want everybody to move on, but you keep talking about it. But some wishes don't come true, and some fights are unavoidable. The only question is whether you shut your mouth and let the trolls win, or whether you attempt to cap a fire horse of lies with your own truth. What the fuck am I reading? Sweet mother of God. Bananagram. Seething and muttering about Omar and Rule 26 under his breath while either tiling his mom's porch or sitting in rehab. Okay. Such drama. Much inflection. He had a similar low voice. I mean, I could do that. I wish I could get more voices. What I was actually doing, tiling my mom's porch and seething. No rehab. Yeah, we know, because you got pulled over for drunk driving and put it down to reckless. So here's his mom's porch. Here's the tiles. Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open it up. Here's all the people. Lights on. Nobody's home. Oh my God. Let's see. I wish I could tile floors. Here's the cat. The cat is like, please get me out of here. All right. Exhibit C. Exhibitees. Let's move this back over here. What do we got? Oh, Dave. You guys, we have a picture of Dave, our Lord and Savior. Or voice lessons for the boss. No more coffee for you today. You don't tell me what to do. Yeah, I need to get more voices for the voice changer on my Roadcaster. Hey, boo boo. I can't do a Yogi Bear. I can do a lot of woodworking. When it comes to other things, I struggle. Guys, I wish my hair would grow. I hate my fucking haircut. It bothers me. And that's that on that. That's all I'm going to say. Dave. So here's a picture of Dave. For no reason, I guess. And then what does this say? Dave. On my desktop, I have an 8-page cease and desist letter with your name on it. I was going to send this over to you today after drafting the letter yesterday, after sleeping on it. I changed my mind. Oh, thank you, Jenna. I think I can do Yogi. Yeah. I sound more like the little one. Boo-boo. More of a boo-boo. I just got a camera notification for Backyard, and it was me putting a dog with headphones and a smile on my face. You are a blessing to so many of us. Oh, thank you. I love you guys. You guys is the best. Instead of sending the typical blow-hard demand letter that lawyers always do, I'm going to try a different approach. You seem like the kind of guy who probably wouldn't care that much about a legal C&D. To be honest, they bore me too. So maybe if we approach this differently, it would be more productive. Let me explain the goal. I'm trying to help Laura. You and I may not agree on many things, but I am sure you would agree that Laura needs some help. Same can be said about Clayton, but he's not my client. Laura is. What does Clayton need help with? What does he need help with? You're fucking lying. Tony, you're lying right now. You're lying. Tony. Shut up. You guys. I am about to have a situation right now. Also, did she call her Big Tiff dog? Because I'll fucking pee. I swear to God. Oh my God. So, Jen, you can't read because, okay, so Tony just said, Jan said that she was watching Big Tiff online, and that is why she changed her schedules, her financial schedules. Jan on YouTube, like, I need to know if she called her Big Tiff dog or if she called her the Schmear Master. I can't. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're fucking lying. Can I imagine Big Tiff's dog's face right now? I wonder if Big Tiff just fucking shit herself. I'm going to have to pull over. Well, she didn't actually say it was Tiff, but Jan said it was because of what online people said, which was Tiff all day. Why are you listening to people online about your bankruptcy? Why is this music so perfect for this situation? That's right. I know. Jan owes Big Tiff a consultation fee. Oh my God, maybe she did bot my channel. I'm going to text her. Tiff, you're a star. Tiff, you're a star. My chat is going fucking wild right now. Oh my God. Giving away what they did wrong or need to do to fix things in their BK, and we'd reap everything they've sown for it. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I understand. It'll show up in her BK filings. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm spiraling right now. Online people, why are you watching? And also, why are you taking advice from people that legitimately, like, don't like you? First of all, I wouldn't even watch videos of someone who actively fucking hates me, let alone take advice about my bankruptcy filings. Where am I? Frida Bird, basically Jan said that she is blaming the online community, which is why she changed her schedules, that she listened to online people, and that's why she changed her schedules. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is happening? They're like, we listened and then we changed our schedules. And then we went over to this website and we botted Bacon Bearzz. The fuck? Oh my God. Where is it?
You see, what had happened was, I don't know, nor do I care about a schedule that goes to the bankruptcy. I don't give a shit. Money comes in, the money goes out. And I spend it. I spend it on whatever I feel like. Because if I spend it, it doesn't exist. So I was watching one of these broads on YouTube.
You held out for a long time. Proud of you, but welcome to the chaos.
Someone must have slipped me some LSD. Help. Help.
So anyways, I'm surfing the YouTubes. You know, it's this thing you go on, you kind of watch TV. The people are there, they're talking, right? You go on there and I watch. And I see this girl on there. She goes by the gang name Big Tiff Dog. Everybody knows I'm the big Jan Black around this block. Can't be calling yourself Big Tiff Dog. Who do you think you are? Anyways, she starts talking about my bankruptcy. And she starts talking about a RICO. And I think to myself, well, I don't want to get charged with a RICO, you know what I'm saying? So maybe she makes some good points. So I thinks to myself, I says, self, we're going to need to change some of these things on this schedule. It's not right. I'm not going down. I'm not going down for no RICO. So I change the schedules. I do what the online internet people say. Then I go into court. You're not supposed to lie under oath. Tell my daughter that. So I go into court and I tell him, did I change the schedules? Sure. Sure did. And why? Big Tiff Dog. Big Tiff Dog said, change the schedules. She was right. Because Big Tiff Dog's always right. Because she's a financial guru, you know what I'm saying? So now we're here. And I'm in a bit of a predicament. Because the online people know I'm watching them. But they saved me. You know? We made no money off the face of the business. Linguine. Fettuccine.
Big Tiff told her to let the house go.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then you know what she said? She told me to let my house go. Let my house go. Why would I let my house go? I'd have to downsize and then I'd have to let Laura in the house. I don't think so. Laura lives in the casita.
That's far enough for me, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta have Laura close enough to control her, but far enough to get her off my fucking nerves. All she does is whine and cry about how it's 7 a.m. and she got pregnant by the fucking bachelor. I can't take it. I can't take it. So Tiff said, let the house go. You have to let the house go. I can't let the house go. Can you let your house go? Not me. I got these ponies. Mostly one that I love named Nugget. We keep the ponies because they keep Laura busy. Keep her off my goddamn back, you know? I hate it.
Oh, you guys have officially broke my chat because now my chat like won't even come through. How do you know her so well? The last line about the casino was Spear Theater. Capiche. Best day ever. Oh, God.
And then they asked me, they said, do you pay Laura? I'm a mother. I'm gonna give my daughter an allowance. You know. Give her an allowance. She lives with us. She's an adult, you know. Should she get an allowance? I don't know. She's agnostic, you know. What? Oh, what? It's not agnostic? What did you... Oh, she's telling the people she's autistic. Right. She's autistic. Yeah, that's why she does all this crazy shit. She wrote a blog about it, said it explains everything. Because she's artistic. What? Autistic. Sorry. So, yeah. Do we give her a little stipend? Sure. You know. She buys burritos and Sour Patch Kids. She just walks around the casita. She don't clean it for a goddamn thing, I'll tell you that. I can't even walk in there. Clothes everywhere. I don't know why she buys them clothes. She never goes anywhere. Except to the court and back. And then she travels to Sarah to bring her some money. Am I a criminal for giving my daughter $20,000 a year? You know? I'm just doing what a good mother would do. And so my daughter wants to go to Barry's 4 times a week. So what? Don't you want to exercise? Be in shape? You know, she needs these things. She's a young woman. She's trying to get her life together, you know, trying to find a man. She needs cool sculpting. She needs Botox. Ah, who doesn't want a little shot in the forehead, huh? I know I do.
Artistic, I can't. She could have been a contender.
And here, let me tell you something. You got this stupid bitch on the internet talking about Laura, go to trial, singing this stupid fucking song. Oh, she's gonna go to trial. And she's gonna win. And then she's gonna get out of here. And she's gonna go find a new man. She's gonna do it all again. And you fucking JFC nerds can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. Big up. Skokie here. Oh my God. Oh, look, my chat caught up. I'm paraphrasing a bit. I'm paraphrasing. On the internet. Oh, God. Cicero, hell yeah. Oh my God. The queen is losing her temper. Ah! Marraccini. Forget about it. So you guys want to talk about the GoFundMe, right? That's what you want? You all want to talk about the GoFundMe. Listen. My daughters need a lot of shit. Not Sarah. Sarah's pretty self-sufficient. But Laura, she needs a lot of shit. And we got to find her a man. She's been looking for a man since 1987. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't keep one to save her life. Couldn't keep one. You need to play? No. The last thing I need to do is be on stage. So, we get this GoFundMe, right? Because we're going to try to help out our family, you know. Maybe be in good standing with our creditors. And then Laura devises this plan for fraud. And then we have to hire her a lawyer. How are you going to get out of it? I don't know. I just guess on my legal documents. How are you going to get out of it? I don't know. You need some Italian music? I have it. Do you not hear it? Do you need it louder? My lungs. You want the truth. You can't handle the truth. And you know what I bought my daughter? Who has epilepsy and all these conditions and probably shouldn't be driving. I bought her a car. We got her a car. You know why? So she could drive away from me. Maybe go on a nice trip to Hoboken. That's all. She needs a car. She needs to be able to get out of here. She needs to be able to escape, maybe. Ugh. This is the one. This is the one. This is the one that really gets me in there. 3 years before she was born. That makes sense to me. I don't know when she was born. Oh, my God. You sound like my mom. Maybe I am your mom, Sarah. You don't know. You don't know. Ugh. You see, what happens is I keep buying her these tickets, right? To go over to her sister's house. Tell her she's going to babysit. But really, I just want her to disappear, you know what I'm saying? But does she get the hint? No. No, she always comes back. Hooting and hollering about the fucking Bachelor. I got half a mind to call ABC myself and tell them to shut that goddamn show off. Because if I hear about the fucking Bachelor one more goddamn time, I'm gonna burn this goddamn house down. Oh, God. How long is this? Another award winning. How long is this hearing?
You need to do voice. No, I don't. No, I don't. Every time she comes back, I get rid of one of them horses. So hopefully she would get the point, but she don't get the point. I just keep giving away horses. Maybe if she does go to trial, she'll go to jail. And then I can finally be free. Me, Ronaldo, the black chair, you know, a little bit of that Omar music in the casita. How are you so tapped in at Jan's inner monologue? What did I want? Some grandbabies to get. Seamus, shut up. What did I want? Some grandbabies to get Laura out of my hair. So sue me. Oh shit, wait a second. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my God. Just listening to this. Oh God. Godfather. I'm just listening to this weird chant. Oh God. I don't know what to do. I'm reading about David Gingras and nobody cares. And then we were talking about Jan. And I don't know where I am anymore. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh. And we love it. Do you? Do you? Oh my God. Welcome to a night at the Improv. I know, I need a tissue. I'm gonna laugh off all my makeup today. Oh, God. Now I want to know, how long is this goddamn hearing? All right, so tomorrow, because I won't have time today, still got a half an hour to be on live. But tomorrow, we won't be doing bricks and minifigs. I'll be listening to this. I'm drowning. Academy Award to Bacon. Wouldn't miss it. Bacon needs an Oscar for the voices. Aw, Comrade, thank you. You must save the live chat. I do it all the time. I try. How long? 1 billion years. I told you, Bacon, that it takes however long it takes. Damn it. Damn it. I want it now. It's my money, and I want it now. Thank you, Bacon. Thank you, Arthur. U.S. accents are Brooklyn, New York, and Georgia Bell. Talk about the opposite. I love a Southern accent. Yes, the chat will be preserved. Being a criminal defense attorney is a business expense and for family reputation. It all comes out eventually. Okay, so we'll do the hearing tomorrow when I get access to it. Listen to it in real time. Oh, if it goes another day? Oh, shit. All right. Well, I'll do whatever I can then tomorrow. We'll see what we have access to tomorrow or later. You guys, Tiff must be enthralled because I haven't heard a word back. So, it's not a live, but it's also only noon there. We always use criminal attorneys for business advice. Reputational benefit? Yes. Are probably hurting from trying not to laugh, but laughing so hard. Ugh. All right. Back to the show at hand. Tiff said on her stream she couldn't join live as she had something on. Maybe she's offline. Oh. Oh, okay. All right, let's finish this. Let me get through this. We're on page 27 of 34, and then we'll figure something else down. Who's going to give Tiff a migraine? Y'all pray for her brain. Yes. Laura's goal is pretty basic. She wants you to leave her alone. If I was in her shoes, I'd feel the same way most people would. But on the other hand, I understand why you don't want to leave her alone. That is pretty fair, but partially not. Leave her alone. He was just doing his job. I'm late. Hi, Lana. How are you? Having spent all of 10 business days on this case, which is nothing, I'll predict no matter what I can say in a C&D or how strong the legal threat I present you, you are not going to stop talking about Laura, at least not until June 11th. Happy birthday when her case is over. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Oh, Lana, yeah. Lana, this is a Plan B. A Plan B episode. It's wild. I'm a good lawyer, but you and I both know you have a First Amendment right to talk about matters of public interest, and I am the last guy on earth who would deprive you of that right, even though you did try. Okay, so, all right, everybody is talking about, what did you miss? Let's catch everybody up in the chat, okay? Or everybody up on Plan B. So, Tony is listening in real time to the bankruptcy hearing, the meeting of creditors between Queen Jennifer and Jan Owens and Ron Owens. I have not been watching the chat because I wanted to listen to it in real time. I don't want to know anything. But I did see something that Jan, said that because of the online people, we're insinuating Big Tiff Dog is why she changed her schedules for her bankruptcy hearing. So we have been named. We have been named, Lana. Well, not me. Not me, but the schmear boss. Gemini have ever Gemini'd in the history of Gemini. I am. I am that of all Geminis. And I wear it as a badge of honor. I know that people say it's a bad thing, but I wear it as a badge of honor. We are one. Yeah. So anyways, okay, cool. So Laura's going to have to put up with you a while longer. That being the case, there are things you need to know. I saw your recent video yesterday, which was mostly about me. It seems you're interested in learning more about me. So flattering. Why haven't you just called? I mean, if you want to know more about someone, shouldn't you just ask them? Isn't that what real journalists do? I've talked to lots of them, and trust me, they're not shy. They call a lot. Ugh. Daughter is the epitome. We are Bacon. The third party. The collective. Thought this case would be over on June 11th, and he prolonged it for months with a useless appeal. That was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. I get that you never heard about me before this case. That makes sense. Internet law probably isn't something you follow closely. If you did, you'd know exactly who I am. Nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who you are. And if you knew my whole story, you would probably have a very... Why is he turning into a mob boss? You'd probably have a very different... I'm an Aries moon, so I will fight you. No one would know who he is. No one. We might not have all been dialed into this point, I guess. I'm trying to get through this to read this. Good Lord. Here's Megan Fox. Some thoughts on the last two legal cases I've covered, What the Hills v. Preston and Clayton versus Laura, both bad lawyers who entered the cases late after several YouTube channels had covered the issues in depth and had already come to the conclusion on who was right. These lawyers, Gingras and Matzkin, demanded that all the coverage stop immediately or change favor to their clients who were demonstrably lying about many things. Both lawyers have tried to paint the YouTubers as opportunists and grifters who aren't deeply convicted of their positions, but instead primarily interested in money. We've all heard this before. Think Johnny Depp. They've both threatened lawsuits to stop free speech. They both have engaged in online behavior that can only be described as unprofessional and unbecoming of an officer of the court. Your booty is the butt, Gemini. We love Megan. Ooh, schmucks tape. You're cracking me up. Oh my God. It's so funny because I tell my husband when he pops in, I'm like, what was I doing? He was like, you were pretending to be an old Italian lady. And I'm like, well, I hope you don't hate me or are embarrassed of me because I make cringe content. And he's like, I don't think it's cringe. And I'm like, I love you. Let's see. It ends when it ends, so we don't know. But I'm waiting impatiently, and you're all going to Bacon Soprano? Hell yeah. It's No Thanks' birthday today? Can you just pick a side and call it? You know, you got to get your chart. Yeah, Mr. Bearzz is awesome. Another Day, Another Lie. Fuck My Life by David Gingras. Arg. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Tomorrow is my birthday. The birds are chirping. Life is well. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. Justice for Mr. Bearzz. God damn it, RJ. Dumbass daughter filed BK, and they want the U.S. trustees. It's a DOJ. Oh, my God. It's my unbirthday. Gemini moon means. Did astrology back in the day. I was tuned in, but not listening. This blog is about me. Shut up. Right now. I can't wait to destroy this. But then I see another JFC cult member posting lies about me. My initial thought, well, they've lied about 12 million times. What's one more? That's certainly the right attitude, but at the same time, among other character flaws, I just can't stand it when people have the arrogance to go online, post knowingly false lies, and then ask for money. Aww. 7 months. This crew has helped. Really helped me get through it. Thank you. No, thank you. Heather, you're the highlight of my day. You are. I researched my sign and it turns out I'm a middle-aged pisshead rising. A very merry birthday to me, to you, to me, too. Oh, God. I've made it 4 miles. Oh, Lord. Now I'm going to get a vape and I won't be able to breathe and walk back. Yeah, this is Ducky Inception. So here's a quick shot of truth. A few days ago, a person with a YouTube channel called @LoudLittleDucky, which we stan, posted a video where she read the motion to disqualify that Omar Serrato filed in the San Francisco Owens Marraccini case. Most people aren't aware of this yet, but Omar lied to the court in that motion. There is something I addressed in the pleadings yesterday that I filed. I'm not going to share those, but I'll offer this. Omar simply straight up lied to the court. I don't tolerate that conduct ever. Bitch, your client was Laura Owens. What? Okay. Get the fuck out of here. So I wanted to make sure those lies were exposed. Your client got charged with like 6 counts of perjury. Laura's, and I wanted to make sure Omar was sanctioned for his conduct. But I'm not actually a part of this case, nor am I Laura's attorney on the case. As a non-party, I'm technically not in a position to ask for sanctions. Again, this is explained in the stuff I filed. The only people who can ask a court to sanction someone are parties to the case or their lawyers, but I am neither of those things. So to fix that, yesterday, I asked the SF court to allow me to intervene in the case for limited purpose of seeking sanctions against Omar. In addition, my motion included evidence showing that Omar blatantly lied to the court. I won't go further into the details right now. You can see for yourself what I said when the motion becomes publicly available. Oh my God. Final order came through 5/14, a legit mistake. Based on that, I asked the court to strike Omar's motion to disqualify. I asked the court to order him to pay monetary sanctions, and I asked the court to refer Omar to the State Bar of California. His conduct was simply that bad. Of course, JFC doesn't care about the truth. You never have, and you never will. So cult members took Omar's motion and ran with it, posting videos where they sat and read all of his lies gleefully. Ducky, are you gleeful? She's a gleeful bitch. Oh, God. One of those videos was nearly 2 hours long. Well, he would hate my shit. From this loud little ducky person, someone I have never spoken to. I have no idea who she is. It was bad enough that a person would sit and read a document filled with lies without having the courtesy to reach out to me for a comment first. She doesn't fucking owe you that. She's reading court documents, which are publicly accessible. In any other context, a real journalist. Who on YouTube, raise your hand if you're a content creator, who on YouTube considers themselves a real journalist besides fucking Megan Fox? Not me. Not me. Good Lord. We are gleefully reading Gingras. Ugh. A real journalist would not last long in their career if they did this. But it's 2025 and people believe incorrectly the internet is a fact-free and consequence-free zone. And since life is short, I have learned to generally ignore people like this. They always fade away into oblivion before too long. Yeah, well, loud little ducky's still here and you're not, so, there's that. Oh, God. David, 3 million words or less, please. I'm all the glee. Wherever Ducky goes, there's just glitter. Ugh. Our Davier is actually a journalist. Our Lord and Davier? Dave Neal is a journalist? Really? I didn't know that. But loud little ducky didn't just spread Omar's lies. She decided to take a photo of me and use that as her thumbnail. How dare. We all know why people do this, and that's fine. But it's also illegal. Is it? David, you can't use someone else's copyrighted work without their permission. Unless it qualifies as fair use, which this would not. Actually, it would. How does it not? She's talking about a motion with you in it. It is not illegal. Right. Suck my butthole. What? Oh my God. Deep bass Omar for Omar ratings. will pair well with music. I need to figure out how to put voice changers on my Rodecaster. Wasn't it a photo he put on Twitter? I don't know. Court motions are not copyrighted. I know. So I submitted a copyright complaint to YouTube. So a fraudulent copyright claim to YouTube? This was entirely within my rights to do. Should I have contacted Ducky first and offered her a chance to fix the problem? Sure. That would have been the friendlier option. Just like it would have been the friendlier option for Ducky to reach out to me and ask me if the statements in Omar's motion were true before she made a 2-hour video about it. Ducky did not show me that courtesy, so I just applied the same standard she used. That's fair. No. Fucking idiot. Oh, God. He is so bothered. Right. This is just the best day. Right. She's reading public documents. That's how this works. Wait, what happened? Where's Brittany? Now what do I need to hear? Now what I need to know. Where's Brittany? Let me find it. Uh-oh. I think Jennifer found some undisclosed bank accounts. Our real journalists, independent reporting is the future. Okay. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I would never call myself like an independent journalist. I do want to take an investigative journalism class, though. I think that would be fun. And then he posts her video. Well, that brings us to Friday. YouTube approved my copyright strike and it removed Ducky's video. Hashtag justice for Dingus. YouTube has no choice in this area. As a website host, YouTube can be sued for copyright infringement if they allow people like Ducky to post infringing content. How is it infringing? How is it infringing? Okay, so they want Sarah's payments. Citizen journalism and citizen sleuths really has vexed these people. Wells Fargo. Oh, God. Dun, dun, dun. God damn it, old Jack God, stop it. Need to practice the mic in the face technique. What do you mean? What the fuck? My mic is in my face. It's always in my face. It's right here. That's when you submit a copyright complaint to YouTube. They take it seriously because they risked getting sued if they don't. It's not infringement. Prove it. Right. I'm a journalist. Karen, thank you. I would say like content creator. I just create content. Apparently Ducky thinks breaking the law is cool. Breaking the law when she does it. But not when anyone else does it. So she posted a short little video complaining about the strike. She will probably remove this, which is fine. I've made a backup. But here's her whining about what happened. What a bitch. Yes. Oh, God. She didn't use his image in a commercial capacity to make it appear he was endorsing some product of hers. Using his image as a thumbnail for a YouTube video reading docs does not fall under commercial use. Right. Oh, street reporter like Telemundo. Telemundo. Domingo. Burger King y Pepsi Cola. And someone else's face asking for a comment like ambush journal. Oh, my God. Like Billy Eichner. I love him. He still won that strike, unfortunately, because of the stupid pic. Damn it. Doesn't mean they agree. Images once is not the same as lying repeatedly in court. Also, yes. Also, yes. I got my 15-minute warning before I gotta go. In this video, Ducky criticizes me for enforcing my copyright. From Finland to Italian. It's all still up, is it? Go! Every lawyer except one knows this isn't copyright, right? The one who is a specialist in free speech doesn't know anything about free speech. Oh God. I don't need an explanation. Let's see. And she implies that I am the bad guy because she reached out to me to try and discuss this. Just one problem. I have no record of her ever reaching out to me. Yes, I checked my spam folders and looked everywhere for a DM from her. Nothing was found. Yeah, you can just say that too. So did Ducky just lie about this? I mean, her video never shows the message she claims to have sent. And when she was talking about this, her eyes turned downwards, turned towards the ground as she looked, I don't know, like a person who knew they were lying. Almost like when I was talking to Laura on the stand under oath. So help her God to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Oh, look, it's beer o'clock. I love that. Thank you, Fletcher. Laura is there with her high so well hidden. Oh my God. It's almost like he got his law degree to me too. But I prefer to give people the benefit of the doubt because I'm a good guy, you know. So to clear this up, I tried posting a friendly comment under Ducky's video asking her to get in touch if she wanted to talk. That happened around 9:30 a.m. today. Why would she want to talk to you? She doesn't, well, I can't speak for her. I don't respect you. I would not reach out to you. I don't care. Well, guess what? I checked back a few minutes later and my friendly note was gone. Did Ducky remove it? What the fuck? I thought you wanted to have a conversation. Again, I don't think it's fair to accuse people of wrongdoing when there might be a non-malicious explanation. A guy I respect once told me, who's that? Could you name him? Name him. Name him. Name him. Who? 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 You respect somebody other than yourself? Who? Who? Girl, who? Never attribute to malice that which can be explained by incompetence. So being the nice guy that I am, I tried posting my comment a second time. But this time, I wanted to keep receipts. So I screen recorded the comment by posting to her page, and as you can see, the comment clearly did post successfully. Did it stay posted? Of course not. And it's gone. Again, within minutes. Why the fuck are you watching her channel so closely, you 53-year-old fucking weirdo? The fuck? Ugh. Yeah, it's interesting how everyone has to tell the truth except his client. Thank you, ADHD. Oh, notice how Gingras and the Owenses always say have the evidence, but never provide. Right. Everyone would love me if they knew me. Why don't they love me? I'm the best. I'll teach them not to love and admire me. Oh my God. I want to interview you. Ducky, okay? Bacon, nah. I changed my mind. What? No. She's on here. Little Ducky's on the hit list. Where is she? She's right there. See? Ducky. Right there. Ducky. She's on the hit list, Charlie. I'm here. Oh, yeah. Queen Giamo's like, Laura?
Hi, I'm here. I made it. Sorry I'm late. I don't like to get up early, so There's that. Anyways, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh, money? Oh, yeah. I don't have a job. I haven't made any money ever. My parents pay me. I used to have a really good job. Doing what? I was a radio show host and a podcaster. What's that? Do I have a W-2 or a 1099 to show that I worked at these things? No. No, I don't.
So then you didn't work for these things.
Yeah, I did. I was a very popular radio show host, and I had a very successful podcast. So,
Did you make any money from these things?
no, never. I never made any money from my very successful podcast with my mom.
Okay. How about your car? Who pays for your car?
I don't know. I don't know who pays for my car. I just drive it. I'm just like the face of my car. Right. I'm very beautiful and very successful. I have very much CEO energy. Right. Right. But who pays for my car? I don't know. It just like came to the house. It was just there. And it was like, Laura, drive me. And I was like, okay. you know? It's just like the casita. The casita just showed up. Who pays for that? What's money? Ew. Ew. Who keeps track of their money? What am I? Poor? What do you have, like a checkbook or a bank account? What am I, a peasant? Who needs money? Why? Ugh. I don't look at money. I just ride horses and jump fences. That's what I do. It's who I am. So, what do you need?
Well, we'd like to know where some of your money went.
Uh, into my butt? For cool sculpting? A bitch needs to be sculpted. Hello? What the fuck? I go to Barry's like 5 times a week. I get Botox. I get HCG. I mean Botox. I get Botox. But I don't know if that costs money because I don't pay for it. I don't pay for anything. So there's that. And I just want. And I'm just out here trying to make these men as successful as I am. But they don't let me because I guess, I don't know, I guess like they're insecure that I'm so successful and they're not. Like, I'm such a boss babe that I understand how it could like emasculate someone. I totally get it. I mean, it's going to take a really big, really famous, really tall, really into Tony Robbins kind of guy to keep up with me. Keep up with me. Because I am a force to be reckoned with. Mm-hmm. A force. More like a natural disaster, but definitely a force. Definitely a force. Like if all of them were to hit you at once, right? Like if you were standing there and you felt the earth shake, and then there was a lot of wind and you were getting spun around, and then all of a sudden there were a tidal wave of emotions and medical crises. That's me. That's me. Yeah. Yeah. So, not everybody could be like me.
Instead of getting a job, why does your mom pay you?
Why wouldn't she pay me? Have you seen me? Hello?
Well, she also pays Sarah.
We don't need to talk about that. We don't talk about the other sister. She may have been born first, but I'm always first.
Oh, God. My chat is broken again. Threatened 100%. Takes secure ban. Cool sculpted beehole. Oh my god. Oh yeah, if you guys could like the stream. She's much more successful and married and a mother. Sharta. Double canceled. This one better go full steam ahead. Oh my god. You guys, what is happening today? You know, I tell you guys this all the time. I always come down here and I'm like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And it never goes that way. Oh, God. I'd have all my bills and buy a house for cash, right? Right. All right, let me try to finish this before I gotta go. Did we break your chat? You did. I can't pull it up anymore until it comes through. Sorry, Mom. We're here for the bacon side quest. You know what? It's been all day. It's been all day. It's okay. You know why? Because I have a superpower called ADHD, which usually gets in my way like a cape. But with things like now, it makes me succeed. And that's the greatest. The hearing is concluding, and the Queen said they will be required to email her the dates for an in-person depot. Catch up for the past 30 years. Yeah, I want back pay, homie. I want back pay. Break and derail yourself. Deanna, honestly, I don't care. As long as the chat is happy, it's fine. It's fine. Wait, I need that ADHD song for my oldest. I have a superpower and it's ADHD, but sometimes it gets in my way like the capes. Except for when I do shit like this, and then it helps me succeed. The live chat shall be saved. Bring out Tiff. Omar is Michael Marraccini. Well, was Michael Marraccini's lawyer. Finger guns. Pew, pew. I love that. Oh, my God. All hail Queen Jennifer. All right. Okay, so it looks like if the hearing is out tomorrow, I will be listening to the hearing tomorrow for you guys. And we'll skip bricks and minifigs. I'll come back with some lyrics. Bring out Tiff. Oh my God, I just hit how did I hit your message? No. I almost hit, why do I do this? Text packet, I'm sorry. No. Okay, I'm pressing things in the chat. Oh God. Can you and Tiff do stream together tomorrow with the audio? I'm sure she's gonna listen to it today and do an emergency stream, but I will ask her. I fixed it, thanks. I'm sorry. If I press the real chat, it does. Yeah, hands off chat. Hands up. Hands up. All right, I have to go. All right. I definitely have to go because I have to go get my son. So I will be here tomorrow. We will be doing the hearing. I will see if Tiff wants to come on live with me. But if she doesn't, totally cool. I'll make the live in StreamYard just in case. And we will figure it out. No, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. These pesky children. Hell yeah. Always getting in my way of being a YouTube internet star. It's Plan B time. Remember to check yourselves before you wreck yourselves. I'm wired and exhausted all at once. Oh my God. No, thank you. 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 Okay, bye-bye.